welcome to this WARA 1320 AM and WARAradio.com, AACS 15 and the AACS YouTube channel sports presentation. AACS 96 Sports, not 15.
That's how you signed off last game, too.
Yes. Well, hey, it took me 15 seconds to make a mistake today.
All right, you got that out of the way, and you're all set right now.
We are on the campus of UMass Dartmouth. This broadcast starting a little bit late because our first game ran long. The Attleboro Blue Bombardiers ranked number 3 in Division I in their first Division I semifinal appearance in the history of the program. They'll be taking on 22-0 Central Catholic out of Lawrence, Massachusetts. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. Jim Jones, our engineer in charge, also filling in on graphics. Kevin, it's a beautiful day for a ball game.
Oh, my gosh, is it ever. A slight wind blowing out, looks towards left right now, but a sunny day, mid-70s, and a perfect day for softball here on the campus of UMass Dartmouth, a place I hope to become familiar with over the next 4 years after today.
As your daughter Jenna is committed to UMass Dartmouth, she'll be joining Lily Ruthier, yes.
Who's in the crowd somewhere today.
Exactly. The wind is blowing kind of from the right field corner to the left field corner. It's a beautiful dirt and grass surface. The infield is all dirt. Smooth, very, very smooth. The outfield fence is 225 feet to center field, 200 feet down the lines on a symmetrical fence, grass outfield, and a beautiful breeze blowing from the ocean.
Yeah, and did you mention the fences are 6 feet tall?
Yes.
As opposed to Attleboro, the fence is 4 feet tall.
Yes.
On the 200-foot symmetrical field, as Attleboro is taking the field now for infield, outfield practice, as we're probably about 10 minutes away from the game actually beginning.
Yes, and after the third text from Mark LaFontaine, we figured we better start the broadcast before we lose people. But a Central Catholic, an outstanding team. They are coached by Stacy Ciccolo, played her high school ball in Tewksbury and college ball at Bentley. She's been at Central Catholic for many, many years. Central Catholic has been outstanding. Where are my notes? 22-0 this year, 14-0 in the league. For the third time in the last 4 years, Raiders softball has advanced to the Division I state semifinals.
With essentially, Paul, almost a brand new team, too.
As only two returning starters.
Two returning starters. So what a credit to the program and their JV program and the younger kids for coming up and filling that role that was set by their predecessors before them.
Absolutely. She mentioned early in the season to the Boston Globe, we've unloaded so much talent to graduation in the past 2 years. I really wanted to see who could possibly come wear a varsity uniform and help out, said Ciccolo. We're working towards building what the team ultimately looks like. We're really happy with what we're seeing. That was way back in April, and I imagine now they're very happy with what they saw as they're 22-0.
Yeah, 22-0, and Paul, 301 runs scored on the year. Put it this way, Attleboro, I believe, set a record this year with 202 runs scored. So
an Attleboro record.
An Attleboro record, correct. So 300 runs scored for Central Catholic. Several times he crossed the 20-run plateau. One time they crossed the 30-run plateau with a 34 to, I think, nothing
win over Lawrence High.
Yeah, so Attleboro has not crossed the 30-run plateau, but Attleboro has had a very good offense going this year. However, Central Catholic as a team is hitting .408 with a .506 on-base percentage.
Yes, their weakest hitter in the starting lineup is Ella O'Connell. She's hitting .331. Yeah. Attleboro is coached by Mark Homer in his 11th year, and it's been quite a ride. 10 years ago, the Attleboro softball team was 2-18.
Yeah, it's been a great run for Attleboro, and I first started noticing the Attleboro team when my daughter Jenna, who's just graduated, probably was around 6th or 7th grade. So the people in front of her, your Mary Bosch's, Riley Camacho, Lily Ruth here mentioned, started paving the way as the team started going 500, making the playoffs, maybe getting eliminated in the first round, and then fortunately when Jenna and Nina came along, took it almost like followed their lead, and then got into the playoffs, maybe got eliminated early, but then each passing year, they've advanced just one step further. Last year in the Final 8, where they got eliminated by Bishop Fian behind some young kids that came up, Graziosi and Magnan, names you'll hear, Fasante, Borges, games that you'll hear throughout the game today, and now leading to their first ever Final 4 appearance as well.
After Attleboro getting here on their playoff run. Here, I have so many notes here, I don't know where to look. They beat Weymouth 20-6 in their round of 32 game. Avenged Bishop Fian 7-1 in the round of 16. Fian had knocked Attleboro out of the playoffs 2 of the last 3 years. That was a big victory. And then the 10-0 victory over Bridgewater Raynham in the Elite 8 to make it here to the Final 4. Jenna Callahan, the winning pitcher in that game, also a couple of big base hits. Home runs by Lola Ronayne and Sophie Borges with the first home run of her career to give Attleboro a 6-0 lead against BR and break that one open.
And whether you read it in Boston Globe, the Attleboro Sun Chronicle, Hawksports.com, by all accounts, that home run, we felt it too, Paul, when Sophie Borges extended that lead from 3-0 to 6-0 in the bottom of the 5th inning. Mark Homer was quoted as saying you could see their shoulders just drop. And I think in the Sun Chronicle, Tyler Heatsu said it was the death blow. It was the knife in the back, and they turned it. It was everything. Ooh. It was everything that just deflated the team, because 3-0, is nothing in high school softball.
Central Catholic, as Kevin said, has scored 301 runs this year, 13.68 runs a game. We had different figures on runs allowed.
Yeah, I'm very confident on mine, 74, because I wrote out, when you count up all the losses and the runs, it did come to 74, which is an average of 3.36 runs allowed per game for Central Catholic. And then, as we mentioned, Attleboro.
Averaging 8.78 runs a game, and they're allowing 4.47. So I doubt we'll see a shutout today.
I don't think we'll see a shutout. Statistically, again, Central Catholic, everybody in their lineup is, I think everybody on their team, Paul, everybody on their team is above 300. Let's just say everyone on the team is above 311.
Yeah.
Because and that includes some backup players that in their limited roles are, say, 615 on 8 for 13 batting, or 2 for 4, or even 1 for 1.
Central Catholic, well, Attleboro's going to bat first, so we'll do their lineup. Jenna Callahan is going to pitch and lead off. Jenna is 13-5 this year as a pitcher. 91 strikeouts and 107 innings pitched. She's allowed 45 earned runs. She's walked 30 against 91 strikeouts, a 2.96 ERA. You're more concerned with WHIP, which Kevin had to explain to me what that was, which is 1.51. Walks and hits per inning.
Divided by innings pitched.
Yes,
1.5. So it's I prefer obviously lower, like an ERA. ERAs are kind of tough because in high school there are a lot of errors, so you can get the first 2 out, get on an error, then a base hit, grand slam. You've given up 4 runs, but 0 earned. So earned run average isn't always a true measure of how effective you're pitching.
Freshman Raina Bennett will bat second and catch. Lola Ronayne, she now of over 100 RBIs and the 100th base hit in her Attleboro career, was the 34th home run of her career. She's a junior shortstop committed to UMass Amherst. By the way, Jenna Callahan's going to be playing college ball right here at UMass Dartmouth. She's the all-time Attleboro leader in base hits. What's her number now? 100 and...
That's a great question. Let's go with 110, 111.
I'll say 112.
Okay, 112.
Batting fourth will be Savannah Bodecker, the junior right fielder with an outstanding arm. She has really come on late in the season. Want to say hello to her big sister, Lily, her brothers Josh and Alex, who ran cross country at Attleboro High School and also for University of Southern New Hampshire Division II Harrier there. Sophie Borges, the senior left fielder, one of only 3 seniors on the roster. It will bat fifth and play left field. Avery Graziosi, the sophomore third baseman, will bat 6th. Kaylee Magnum, the sophomore second baseman, will bat 7th. Samantha Fasante will bat 8th. She'll be the designated player or the flex player. And Nina Sullivan will be in center field, one of the senior captains. She has 3 outstanding catches so far in this playoff run, including one diving catch in the victory against Bridgewater Raynham.
Yeah, not only the diving catch, but the other catch, I went back and rewatched it. Almost as impressive. It was with the bases loaded. It was still 3-0, Paul.
Yep.
She made a run towards right center field, and though she didn't dive, her jump was so good, and she caught it completely stretched out.
1 minute warning.
And not to be outdone, Savannah Bodecker in right field.
And there was a great picture in
The
Sunday's
Boston
page C13 of the Boston Globe Sports page of Samantha Bodecker in right field, fully extending.
Fully extended. So, you're only as good a pitcher as your defense will allow you to be.
Yeah.
And, so Jenna with a complete game. Talking to her after the game, feels like she pitched better against Bishop Feehan in a game where she gave up a run than she did with the complete game shutout against Bridgewater Raynham. And I probably agree with that as well.
Yeah. Jackie Fasante, the junior, will be playing first base, not in the batting order. For the Central Catholic Raiders, Madeline Estepe, the sophomore shortstop who has been outstanding, will bat leadoff. She went 4 for 5 with a, I believe 2 RBI double in their victory against Peabody. Megan Clements, the freshman, will play third base and bat second. Chloe Salerno, the junior pitcher and their best hitter, did not flinch, will bat third. And Chloe had a grand slam in the victory against Peabody and 10 strikeouts in Central Catholic's victory over Malden Catholic in the playoffs.
And Chloe Salerno, let's just call her what she is. She's the Lola Ronayne of their team. She hit 600 this year, 677 on base percentage, 48 hits, 9 home runs, and she's a starting pitcher. Clearly their best player. A quick little research on her, and she's definitely interested in some Division I schools if she hasn't committed already.
Emily Gauck is the junior first baseman, along with Chloe Salerno, the only 2 returning starters to the lineup this season, and they went 22-0. Ella O'Connell, the senior left fielder, will bat 5th. Stella Clements, the junior, wearing number 3, will play right field. I believe she's Megan's older sister. Batting 7th will be Gabby Delgado, the junior catcher. Batting 8th will be Captain Megan Maresca, a senior center fielder. And batting 9th will be Dejalise Calderon, the junior second baseman. There is no DP or flex in the lineup.
No, not for the Central Catholic Raiders. And again, they hit often. I think their closest game, they did have a 3-2 game.
They had a 3-2 victory. Where is that one? Over, I believe, Bill Ricca. Yes, early in the season at home. And then in the rematch with Bill Ricca, they won that game 8-2. Their only other close game all year was a 10-8 win over Andover.
And I think there's only, if you count the Malden Catholic game that they won 6-3, there are only 4 games that they did not get into double figures in runs.
Yeah.
It might be 5.
3. Nope, only 4 games.
4 games that they did not get into double figures. So, they can hit a lot. They can hit often, and there's, you can just tell by looking at the numbers. There's no quit on that team.
Absolutely.
As well. So it should be a interesting game for sure.
We mentioned Jenna's pitching stats. By the way, Lola Ronayne can also pitch. She's 3-1 on the year, 31 innings pitched with us. 16 strikeouts, and the sophomore Kaylee Magden, 17 strikeouts in 13 innings pitched. She's got 1 victory and 2 saves this year. Starting on the, I was going to say on the mound, in the circle.
It is a tough switch to go from on the mound, which you grew up for years, to in the circle. So if there are any softball players sitting around us, or more importantly, coaches, you'll hear from them when it's in the circle.
But Chloe Salerno, the junior, will be pitching. What are her stats this year, Kevin?
Yeah, well, obviously she's undefeated. 14-0, 93 2/3 innings, 81 hits, 49 earned runs, 117 strikeouts in those 93 innings, 39 walks, 3.66 ERA. But as you mentioned, I like that whip. It's a 1.28 whip. As she has kept her hits down, and again 14-0, and they will also use number 15 as well, Madeline Estepe in the bullpen.
Who's the starting shortstop?
Exactly, and she has pitched 37 innings, kind of like Lola's pitched 31 innings. Estepe has pitched 37 innings. She's 5-0 on the year with 4 saves. So whereas both Lola and Kaylee each have 1 save each for Attleboro.
Yep. And Kaylee DeVoli has also pitched 9 1/3 innings this season for the Central Catholic Raiders. The captains for Attleboro, it's seniors Jenna Callahan and Nina Sullivan, who we have not yet mentioned. We're contractually obligated to refer to Nina as the greatest center fielder in Attleboro softball history.
You know, even if the contract runs out on that, after last game, I'm just willing to say it. I think she just might be. She has just played. Know what it is too? She's so confident out there.
Yep.
Getting great jumps on the ball, going back on the ball well, and then obviously going side to side.
Yep. And for Central Catholic, their captors are Chloe Salerno, the junior, and senior Megan Maresca.
It's the 1980 USA Olympic hockey.
Oh, wow.
Music in the background.
We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with the opening pitch right after this on 1320 WAR. Nailed the dramatic pause.
Number 16, Ava Bodley White. Number 17, Abigail Mason. Number 19, Abby Fries.
These are the Attleboro non-starters.
Number 21, Jeree Rivera. And number 28, Sanaya Osario. And now for today's starters for Attleboro. Leading off the pitcher, number 3, Jenna Callahan. Batting second, number 2, Raina Bennett. Batting third, number 10, Lola Ronayne. Batting fourth, number 5, Savannah Bodecker. Number 23, Sophie Borges.
Playing left
Number
field.
22, Kaylee Magnan.
Playing second base.
Yeah.
Number 18, Avery Graziosi.
Third base.
Number 4, Samantha Visante.
Designated player.
Number 1, Nina Sullivan.
Center
And
field.
number 8, Jackie Visante.
Playing first, not hitting.
Attleboro is coached by Mark Homer.
See Bob Homer.
And now let's meet the non-starters for Central Catholic.
A dramatic pause
Obviously flipping around their notes in the press box here at UMass Dartmouth.
as the wind kicks in.
Yeah.
Not a dramatic pause.
I should have brought a sweater, hon.
Number 3,
Go
Stella
get your
Clemente.
shawl in the car.
Here we go.
Number 6, Kaylee DeVoli. Number 7, Grace Kelly. Number 10, Abby Boto. Number 22, Olivia Martin. Number 23, Emma Kutili. And number 25, Chloe Salerno.
Nope, she's in the starting.
She's starting.
And now let's meet today's starters.
She's their best player.
Hey, if they want to bench her.
Shortstop number 15, Madeline Sepe. The third baseman number 21, May Clements. The pitcher number 25, Chloe Salamo.
She's back.
The third baseman number 28, Emily Cogg. The left fielder number 11, Ella O'Connell. Right fielder number 3, Stella Clements. The catcher number 8, Gabby Delgazado. The center fielder number 13, Megan Marissa. And the second baseman number 4, Deja Calderon. The head coach is Stacy Chicolo.
Chicolo. As she said to me, nice Sicilian name.
Today's contestants
We'll see
earned
her
their
at the
place
Irish
here
pub
as a result of a
anytime
long, challenging, and successful season. Regardless of the outcome of today's contest, each coach will remain champions in the heart and the minds of their proud communities. In keeping with the spirit of this championship event and our respect for the accomplishments of these two outstanding teams in their communities, the MIA and its member schools would like to remind all who are present today and that they are expected to show the utmost respect for the game officials, coaches, and athletes and their opponents by cheering their team on in positive ways. There will be no tolerance for cheers or comments that demean, taunt, ridicule, or are meant to embarrass anyone who is participating in this contest. All spectators are reminded that the MIA strictly prohibits spectators from access to the playing surface during or after the game. We trust that all will honor the MIA policies to help make this a memorable day for your outstanding student athletes and coaches. We would like to extend our congratulations again to Attleboro and Central Catholic for their outstanding seasons.
All
Our
right.
great nation has preserved through the
We'll be
leadership
right
and
back. We're going to
sacrifices
take a
of
break
men
on
and women who have
1320
served or are
WARA and
currently serving in our
AACS
armed forces.
96
Being
Sports.
both
Thank you to
veterans-
Barrows Insurance for sponsoring programming on WARA 1320 AM. Barrows Insurance, a third-generation agency, has been proudly serving southeastern Massachusetts since 1977. They pride themselves on their relationship with clients, helping them find coverage to fit their needs. Barrows has access to insurance carriers across New England and the U.S. They'll get you coverage on everything from cars and homes to businesses. You can contact Barrows Insurance at 508-339-7260 or visit them online at barrowsins.com.
Welcome back to AACS 96 Sports, the AACS YouTube channel, 1320 WARA Radio, where we're broadcasting live. The video will be linked up for AACS 48 hours after this game. Also, WARAradio.com, where we can be heard all over the world. Attleboro will be the road team. They're wearing their visiting royal blue jerseys, white pants, Attleboro, and block letters across the front. No number in the lower left of the jersey. Simple, classy look. Central Catholic, the home team, in their navy blue uniforms. Red letters and numbers with white trim, and red socks with multiple stripes. Good look. The sun right now, it's still, the sun is still shining on the circle. The plate is in the shade, and the sun is setting over the right field corner right now.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the shadows affect the batters and the pitchers as the game goes on. Sunset is at 8:19, so we have about 2 hours and 11 minutes to get this game in.
This game is scheduled to start at 5:30. It's already 6:08 as Chloe Salerno warms up. Again, 10 strikeouts earlier in the playoffs, and she had a grand slam against Peabody earlier in these playoffs as well. Oh, there we go. We're at the other side. Yeah, 10 strikeouts against Malden Catholic in the Elite Eight. And Salerno with a grand slam against Peabody in the round of 16. Central Catholic beat Malden Catholic 6-3. Beat Peabody 13-7, and in a round of 32 knocked off Lincoln Sudbury 13-1. Attleboro beat Weymouth in the round of 32, 20-6.
Leading off for
Bishop
Attleboro,
Feehan 7-1 in
pitcher
the
number
Elite
3,
Eight.
Jenna
And
Callahan.
Bridgewater Raynham 10-0. Feehan in the round of 16. Bridgewater Raynham in the Elite Eight. Jenna Callahan is up, a left-handed hitting batter for the Bombardiers, having an outstanding season. All-time career leader in base hits. Looks at ball one on the outside.
We're underway. Jenna on the year, 575 with a 635 on base percentage, 46 hits, 9 doubles, 3 triples, 4 home runs, 22 RBIs, 39 runs scored.
Fouled off to the left. The count is 1 ball, 1 strike to Jenna, who better get used to this field.
Yeah, it's in one of those funky coincidences. Her last game at Attleboro High School, the day after she graduates, and a couple days later she'll be coming here next year. So a bit of a transition going to the UMass Dartmouth field. UMass Dartmouth, the team that went to the Sweet 16 in the Division III College World Series.
Right-hander fires a heater, just misses outside. It's 2-1. Want to say hello to Papa Tom Hool, who's tuning in.
Listening in Attleboro. Hello, Tom. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast thus far.
Low ball 3 balls and 1 strike to Jenna. Again, Jenna second on the team with 15 walks. Lola Ronayne leads 17 walks because she got a bunch of intentional walks. 3-1 pitch foul to the left, out of play. Count is 3-2. Shortstop is playing level with, third baseman playing level with the bag. Actually now in a few steps. The outstanding shortstop, Estepi, is playing shallow.
A little bit shallow. A lot of times with leadoff, you want to take away an extra step. So Jenna's got to get that foot down, get the bat through the zone.
There's a shot to left field. That's going to be foul.
And you want to get that foot down, your hips through the zone just a little bit sooner on that. It's good to go the other way with the ball, especially on the outside corner. But again, the shortstop playing in, like you had mentioned, Paul, a couple steps on leadoff. Typically, your leadoff is your one of your faster runners. You want to take away that extra step.
So this is what, the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Ball 4, and Attleboro has the leadoff runner on.
I got that as the 7th pitch ball. It was a 3-2 with a 1 foul ball.
The catcher, number 2, Raina Bennett.
Kevin lives to correct me, and you got that in the top of the first inning. For Salerno, that's just her 40th walk of the season. Here's the right-handed batting catcher, Raina Bennett, just a freshman, and what a year she's had. Called strike, fastball on the outside edge, 0-1.
Yeah, Raina coming in 375 average for the freshman catcher, 408 on base percentage, 13 RBIs and 6 stolen bases, second on the team. Callahan with 10 stolen bases. We'll see if they put her in motion.
High, ball 1. Delgazo is the catcher. Megan Clemens at third base. Estepi at shortstop. Calderon at second. Gawk at first base, one of the only 2 returning starters. O'Connell is in left field. Macera is in center field. Stella Clements in right field. Called strike. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. No score, top of the first.
A pitch I do like to run on 1 and 2 coming up. A lot of times you'll see a changeup, which we haven't seen yet.
Yep.
Sometimes they take something off it and it goes in the dirt. Sometimes it's a very good pitch to run on.
Fouled back over our heads, no flinch. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. I have 5 flinches on the year. Kevin just 4. This our 10th year working together, and you've won the battle of the flinches 9 times.
Yeah, but this is tough. I'm right off the right-handed batter's box. I see you positioned me properly for you to catch up in this little battle.
Ball high, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Of course, you are the only one to catch a foul ball this year while broadcasting.
We both want to be heads up. It's a low backstop in front of us, unlike Attleboro's, which goes about double the size.
Ground ball
through
the
the hole.
shortstop is breaking towards second base.
I believe
To cover the stolen base attempt by Callahan. That opened up the hole. Base hit for Clemens. Attleboro has 2 on. Nobody out. No score with Lola Ronayne coming up.
Interesting
Shortstop
there
number
that they had
10,
the shortstop
Lola
covering.
Ronayne.
Sometimes with a pull hitter right hand, they'll send the second base, but they sent the shortstop, in that case, Estepi, over to cover second. Raina on the hit and run, hit it right in the hole between short and third, where the shortstop vacated hole. First and second for Lola Ronayne, with the wind blowing out towards left.
39 hits, 34 hits, and 69 at-bats. Call strike on the outside corner. Nice fastball from Salerno. No score, top of the first. Attleboro has their first 2 runners on with the outstanding Lola Ronayne, up 12 home runs, 13 home runs this year, 34 in her career. High, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Callahan steals third on a delayed steal. And moving to second is Raina Bennett. That gets a hand from the crowd. Kevin, describe that.
Yeah, Jenna had a real good secondary lead there. She did on the first pitch as well, as the catcher threw it back to the pitcher. Callahan took off at third and went into third standing with a throw, and a heads-up running by Raina on first base goes down to second base. So it's second and third, 1-1. Nobody out here in the top of the first inning.
And no score. And Stacy Chicolo, the outstanding Central Catholic coach, goes out to talk to her team to calm them down. Again, 22-0, and they've really only had 3 close games all season long.
Yeah, no, it's so you want to put a pressure on a team. It's Attleboro's been playing from home. Obviously, Central Catholic's been playing at home.
Yep.
It's an opportunity to jump on a team in the top of the first inning before they've had a chance to bat, just to put some pressure on them, see how they handle the pressure.
Yep.
I believe they've only been behind in that 3-2 game. They were down 2-1 and did have a comeback win.
Yep.
Other than that, I don't know if they made any come from behind victories. So you want to put the pressure on them just to see how they handle it.
Yeah, they were behind Malden Catholic. They allowed a 3-run homer early, down 3-0, won that game 6-3.
Correct. Okay.
In the elite.
Now, there are no balks
Yeah.
in softball. She stopped her motion. The umpire did point to himself, so I'm not quite sure if he actually put the ball back in play or not.
So the count is 1 ball and 1 strike to the right-handing batter, batting Lola Ronayne, heading to UMass Amherst. Committed already. She's only a junior. Ball outside, 2-1 to Lola. 5 doubles, 1 triple, 13 home runs, 44 runs knocked in this year, 32 runs scored. She knocked in 51 runs as a sophomore. Called strike on the outside edge. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Lola. Right-handed batter.
Lola, very good 2-strike hitter as well. She's hitting 500 on the year.
And only 7 strikeouts last season, 88 at-bats, just 2 strikeouts this year. Outside, 3-2.
Actually, I was wrong on that. It is 3 strikeouts. Her and Jenna have 3 strikeouts on the year.
You lost your head.
Yeah, it's
Wind picking up, again blowing from the right field corner to the left field corner. That could make it difficult for the outfielders who are in the sun. Swing and a miss. Just her 4th strikeout of the year, and a great late break on that pitch.
Yeah, good fastball there. And
The
again,
right fielder,
just,
number
you know,
5,
you just want to see if you
Savannah
can get one up in
Bobecker.
the air, put the ball in play. And a good swing by Lola just missed it, but now bringing up Savannah Bodecker, who's hitting .318 on the air, Paul, in the playoffs, .778.
Which is why she's moved up to the cleanup spot. An .833 on base percentage in the playoffs, 1 double, 5 RBIs, and 5 runs, and where are we here? 8 runs scored. Fouls off the first pitch. Count is 0-1, no score, top of the first. 1 out. Attleboro has runners on second and third.
And Salerno trying to pitch out of a second and third no-out jam. Got the first out, and now has Bodecker 0-2 with Sophie Borges on deck.
Inside corner, nice pitch.
Interesting here, Paul, just noticing here for radio listeners as well, deep backstop. So look for any ball to get past the catcher for the runner on third to take advantage.
Which allowed Dighton Rehoboth to tie their game in their Division 3 playoff game. A sad 2-1 loss to Apponequet, unless you're an Apponequet fan.
Well, then they seemed happy.
Yes.
They will now play the winner of Norton versus Joseph Case tomorrow here.
1 ball, 2 strikes, high. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no score. Top of the first, 1 out. Jenna Callahan at third. She reached in a walk. Moved to second on the base hit by Raina Bennett, and then both Jenna and Raina on a delayed steal moved to third base and second base. High, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 straight strikes, 3 straight balls.
Yes. And Bodecker on the air, .318 with a .395 on base percentage, 12 RBIs as well, 21 hits on the season.
Salerno working quickly as the signals come from the dugout. Oh, changeup, swing and a miss, strike 3. So 2 consecutive strikeouts, outstanding pitch by Salerno.
Yeah, just challenging Bodecker there and just
The
got
left
to
fielder, number
beat her
23,
there on
Sophie
probably
Borges.
a little bit on the outside corner, but definitely a strike,
Yeah.
for sure.
And Bodecker talking to Sophie Borges as Sophie strides to the plate, just as Lola talked to Savannah before she came to the plate, telling them what they saw, what to expect from this outstanding pitcher, Salerno.
Good communication on Attleboro. You see that on all the teams, especially at the higher levels. Players talking to each other. What did you see? A rise, a drop? Sometimes it's tough to see it a rise from the broadcast position.
1-0 is the count. Foul ball on a check swing. 1 ball, 1 strike, no score. Top of the first. Runners on second and third for the Bombardiers. Sophie Borges up. Sophie had her first home run of her career to make it a 6-0 lead in the Elite 8 game against Bridgewater Rain. Attleboro went on to win 10-0.
Yeah, and it's clutch as they come in the bottom of the 5th inning as well.
Fouled back. Sophie hitting .600 in the playoffs, a double, a triple, a home run, 7 RBIs, 4 runs scored. So if she gets a base hit, she'll have a cycle in the playoffs.
Well, technically she does. She actually has about 6 or 7 hits in the playoffs.
Okay.
So she does have it.
Ball just missing low and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Sophie Borges. Wears number 23 in the back of that royal blue jersey.
I believe she's 6 for 10 in the 3 playoff games. I think so anyway.
Chloe Salerno winds high in the zone, fouled back. Count remains 2-2.
We said it often, Paul, on the high pitch with 2 strikes, you got to protect. It's tough to lay off the high ones. That was probably ball 3, but with 2 strikes, you have to protect.
Here come the signals from the dugout to the catcher. She'll relay to the pitcher, Chloe Salerno, who checks her wristband. Fouled off to the right. Count remains 2-2 for Attleboro. Raina Bennett, the freshman catcher, she calls the pitches, and Jenna Callahan either throws it or shakes her off. I like that. I want players making decisions. Games are invented for players, not coaches. But the reason they do that is Mark Homer can't handle technology. There's a changeup, looped into right field. That'll land for a base hit. 2 runs will score into second base. Sophie Borges having the playoffs of her life gives the Bombardiers a 2-0 lead with an excuse me base hit to right.
Yeah, I'm actually. Do you think it's a double or a single? And then I'm going with a double on that one, Paul.
Yep.
And excuse me, and believe it or not, her triple was almost an excuse me triple. Kind of a check swing, protecting, perfectly placed over the first baseman, behind the second baseman, into short right field. Raina Bennett with 2 out is running on contact. The double steal setting up the 2 RBI double by Sophie Borges.
2-0 Bombardiers. Swing and a miss for, this is number 22, Kaylee Magnum. Is batting 6th. Got some misinformation from
Graziosi is on deck in the 7th hole.
So Magnan Sophomore. There's a
Wicked
swinging
spin.
bunt fielded by Delgazzo. Beautiful play by the catcher, Delgazzo, to get Magnum at first place. 2-3 if you're scoring at home.
And why wouldn't you be?
But the Bombardiers score 2 runs on 2 hits, and they lead 2-0 after a half inning of play. We'll be back with Central Catholic coming to the plate right after this on AACS 15 Sports, 96 Sports, at 1320 WARA Radio. Welcome back, 1320 WARA Radio. And 48 hours after this game, we'll link up our AACS 96 Sports video. They're playing I'm a Believer by
Leading
the
off for
Monkeys.
Central Catholic, the shortstop, number 15.
June 10th,
Madeline
tomorrow's
Esteffi.
date, June 10th, 1966 is when the Monkeys first went into the recording studio to record that song in their first album. Jenna Callahan misses ball 1 to the outstanding Madeline Esteffi, the sophomore shortstop for Central Catholic.
Is that the song written by Neil Diamond?
Yes. Changeup missing outside, 2-0.
Jenna will need to get those corners going for her, so she'll have to pull it back in just a little bit.
Esteffi hitting .360 on the year, a .500 on base percentage, 18 runs knocked in, 24 walks. Fouls that off to the right. The count is 2-1. 2-0 Attleboro. Bottom of the first, nobody on, nobody out.
You're going to hear a lot of high on base percentages, and credit to Central Catholic. There was one game where they worked 24 walks in a game, and there was another game where they worked 16.
Wow.
So that's 40 walks in just 2 games.
Called strike on the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. When Jenna Callahan pitches well, she lives on the outside and inside corners.
Steffi with 4 doubles on the year. As a team, they have 60 doubles.
Shot to right field on the run is Bodecker. Foul, so the count remains 2-2.
Gonna have to rely on you, Paul,
Yeah,
on
you
that
can't
right
see
field
that.
line. I can see just beyond the first base coach who's in foul territory. And judging by the reaction of the bench, I'm going to say that was not caught.
2 balls, 2 strikes to the right-handed batting Madeline Esteffi. Foul tip, swing and a miss, and a fastball up in the zone for Jenna Callahan. That's her 92nd strikeout in her 108th inning of work.
Yeah, a bit of a rise there, and Esteffi with 2 strikes having to go after it for her first strikeout of the game for Callahan.
This brings up Megan Clements, the freshman third baseman, looks at a breaking ball outside ball 1. She's a right-handed batter. Megan Clement, .341 on the season, 23 runs knocked in, 31 runs scored. 7 doubles on the year, a triple. Where was that? Ball 2.
Getting nervous. You need both sides of the plate, and you need the letters to the knees.
Jenna, the right-hander. That one's a little high. 3-0 to Megan Clements. And Megan has worked 16 walks on the year. She's got 1 triple and 1 stolen base as well.
One for Jenna. Take a deep breath. Work it out with Raina here.
Called strike. Fastball on the outside edge. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Looks like Clements is taking all the way, as you would imagine on 3-0, though I am seeing that less and less through the years, teams going for it, getting the green light on 3-0.
Pop up to right field. That's down for a foul ball.
But you're right, it was down. Again, we're behind the fence, kind of like right behind home plate towards the first base side. Hello. And you got a couple fences jutting out in front of us.
Yeah.
It's tough to see down that right field line.
Fans
It
waiting
looked, it looked fair, didn't it?
3 balls.
High on the
Changeup is high.
I like the idea of mixing pitches, not always, not thrilled with a walk, obviously, is error, but showing that she
The pitcher,
is
number 25,
willing to
Chloe
mix pitches in
Salerno.
different spots, unconventional spots,
Yeah.
such as a 3-2 pitch.
That's Jenna's 31st walk of the season in her 108th inning of work. Chloe Salerno, right, throws right, bats left. Looks at called strike 1, a fastball up in the zone, 0-1. If you throw right and bat left, that means your parents knew what you were doing the first time you picked up a wiffle ball bat. Do we still have the stream? Okay. All right. Foul ball. Count is 0-2 to the outstanding Chloe Salerno. Trying to find where. 48 hits and 79 at-bats, a 6.08 average. Called strike 3, a breaking ball on the outside corner to the left-hander. Score is 2-0 Attleboro, bottom of the first. Central Catholic has a runner on, 2 outs.
Now stepping to the plate, the number 4 hitter, Emily Gach.
Hold on, that was a great pitch.
Great pitch on the inside corner, kind of really froze her.
Call strike on the outside edge to Emily Gach, and you were saying?
Yeah, it froze Salerno. I don't know if she was looking for fastball away, but Jenna went inside on a changeup and just froze her in her tracks. Be interested to see what adjustments Salerno makes, because with her average over 600, she's going to make adjustments her second time through.
Called strike 2, 0-2 to Emily Gach. Again, Emily Gach and Chloe Salerno, the only 2 returning starters for a team that has made the Final Four 3 times in the last 4 years. Just a bit outside, ball 1.
Well, we saw in the first game of the playoffs, Jenna, going 0-2 and serving up one to the University of South Carolina commit. And so 0-2, she's purposely missing a little bit further away now.
Popped up.
Raina.
And Raina Bennett, the catcher, makes the catch. So 4 Central Catholic. No runs, no hits. 1 runner left on base. Attleboro leads 2-0 after 1 inning of play on WARA and AACS 96 Sports. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Top of the second inning, 2-0 Attleboro. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin. That's going to leave a Mark Callahan. Jim Jones, our engineer in charge. Also running our graphics. Mark Homer in his 11th year heads out to the third base coaching box, which is now in the shade, no longer the sun. He is assisted by Michaela Lynch, Brenna Morse, Drew Fernberg, and who are the 2 Whitens?
Julia and Bob and Michaela Lynch.
Yep, you got that. And
strike 1 to Avery Graziosi.
And Amy Kirby.
Yes, oh my gosh, Kirby,
yes. Avery Graziosi. This is Graziosi?
Yeah.
Okay. Sophomore third baseman follows it off to the left. Out of play. Count is 0-2. Avery, 289 average, 367 on base percentage, a double. Second on the team with 9 home runs, 25 runs knocked in, 18 runs scored. And Avery knows how to hit line drives.
She does. She also has a 500 on base.
Here's a shot deep to center field. Over the head of the center fielder, Macera, heading into second base, slides in with a double. That would have been a home run on most high school fields. But again, it's 225 feet to center field here on the campus of UMass Dartmouth. Double.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Paul, in 225, 200 down the lines with 6-foot fences. So a little bit tougher to hit the home run, but a double there for Graziosi, and just her second double of the year because she usually hits them over the fence.
Attleboro's third hits, they lead 2-0. This is Samantha Fasante, the DP, designated player, called strike. That fastball had a little something on it from Chloe Salerno.
Yeah, and the letter high strikeout for Stan Fasante, hitting 297 on the year with a 402 on base percentage, 10 RBIs, 8 runs scored. He's also worked 8 walks and has 5 stolen bases.
Squares to bunt, drops it in fair territory. It's going to be close at first. She's safe at first as Salerno unable to pick up the ball cleanly. Kevin, how you scoring
I'm
that?
going bunt single. She was flying down the line. That was a perfectly placed bunt. She would have to pick it up and throw an absolute rock at the first, and then maybe they would have got her. I don't know if they would have.
Right.
I'm going to go bunt single. Do you disagree?
Center fielder,
okay.
number 1, Nina Sullivan.
The way you say okay, you go okay. Kind of like when my mother was disappointed in me.
Yes, right.
All right.
I'm not angry at you, Kevin. I'm just disappointed. No, an error is if a play should have been made with routine effort, and that was far from a routine effort. That was a perfect bunt halfway between Delgazo, the catcher, and Salerno, the pitcher. Here's the left-handed batting Nina Sullivan, speedy center fielder, looks at called strike 1.
We'll keep an eye on Sam Fasante for you as we are in the top of the second. Attleboro leading 2-0. First and third, nobody out. Nina Sullivan in the playoffs with a 500 on base, a double, 3 runs, 3 walks, and a stolen base. She also has a 409 on base percentage on the season.
So again, just like the first inning, Attleboro has their first 2 base runners on. Swing and a miss. They throw down to third base. Graziosi is back safely. Stealing second is Sam Fasante. It is 0-2 to Nina Sullivan. And Salerno, she's throwing the ball harder this inning than in the first.
Sometimes a little bit more adrenaline. Sometimes you're mad.
Yeah.
So you throw a little bit harder. I like that back pick of third base. If I'm the whatever team I'm coaching, I like to see it a little bit quicker as they fire down the third right away.
Swinging and a miss. Strike 3 on a beautiful pitch on the outside edge by Salerno. Might have been a few inches outside, but you got to protect it 0-2.
Pitcher number 3, Jenna Callahan.
We're back to the top of the order. Jenna Callahan walked and scored Attleboro's first run in the top of the first. Also stole third on a delayed steal. 2-0 Bombardiers, top of the second. 1 out. Runners on second and third. Salerno high, ball 1. Check swing by Jenna.
Lays off the high one. Had an inkling to go, got the foot down, but kept the hands back for the most part. Obviously, because they didn't call it a strike.
Yes.
So.
Again, Jenna well, I don't want to curse her, but just 3 strikeouts on the season along with 15. Well, Kevin, you don't have to kick me. Ow.
You have that tendency, Paul.
Yes. 2-0 to Jenna Callahan, the outstanding left-handed batter, 4-year varsity starter.
Good hitters count for Jenna, who scored her 40th run back in the first inning.
Ground ball slowly hit to third base. Long throw across the diamond in time. Nice play by Megan Clements, but a run scores for the Bombardiers, so it's a ground out and an RBI for Jenna Callahan. 3-0 Bombardiers.
And for
The
Jenna,
catcher,
that
number
is
2,
her
Rena
23rd RBI in scoring. It was Avery Graziosi. And for her, that's the 19th run that she has scored. Moving to third, Sam Fasante and Raina Bennett up, runner on third, 2 outs.
Raina had a base hit to left field, stole second, and scored on the single by Sophie Borges in the first. Ground ball to the shortstop, Estepe playing shallow, bullet across the diamond, and a nice scoop by Emily Gawk at first base.
Yeah, she scooped it out of the dirt just in time, was able to show the umpire to get that third out, and a big third out with Lola Ronayne coming up on deck. Lola will now lead off instead of coming up with runners on base.
But Attleboro gets 1 more run, so they have 3 runs on the game, 2 more hits. So 4 hits through 2 at-bats. No Central Catholic errors, and the Bombardiers have left 2 runners on base. All 3 runs are earned. We head to the bottom of the second. 3-0 Central Catholic, but they've overcome 3-0 leads in the past. We'll be...
Yeah, go ahead. When you score 13 runs in a game, in a 7-inning game on average, 13 plus, that's a long way from over, Paul.
We'll be right back. Welcome back. AACS 96 Sports, 1320 WARA, WARAradio.com. Boy, Estepe plays shallow at shortstop for Central Catholic. I was mostly a second baseman, third baseman. A couple games had to play shortstop. I played shallow due to the weakness of my arm, but Estepe, that's not the issue with her. Up for Central Catholic, the 5th batter, Ella O'Connell, a senior left fielder, looks at ball 1 high.
Ella hitting .311 on the year, .370 on base percentage. And as you mentioned, she plays a couple steps in for the speedier hitters, backs up a little bit for maybe what she may perceive to be not as speedy.
Jenna Callahan, the righty, winds. Takes something off, catches the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike, 3-0 Bombardiers, bottom of the second. First batter up for the Central Catholic Raiders out of Lawrence, Mass.
Sharp uniforms with the old school socks.
Yeah. Change up, misses outside, 2-1.
We're just in the bottom of the second, 3-0 in favor of Attleboro. Central Catholic will send up their 5, 6, and 7 hitters this inning.
Fly ball to left field, base hit, falls in front of Sophie Borges, and the Raiders have the leadoff runner on in the second, their first hit of the game.
When you're golfing and you hook a shot, I thought that was going to be a pop-up to Lola Ronayne at shortstop, and it hooked from the right-handed hitter away from her and landed in shallow left in front of Sophie Borges, keeping a single. I don't know if the wind had anything to do with it or if you just caught it right on the hook.
Fouled back by the number 6 batter, junior Stella Clements, the right fielder, 0-1.
Having a tremendous year, Paul, hitting .443, .524 on base, 5 home runs, and 35 RBIs.
Second on the team to Salerno's 49. Ball high, 1 ball, 1 strike to Stella Clements. And you can hear that wind whipping from the right field corner towards the left field corner. Jenna winds. Fouled off to the right on top of the batting cage. There goes $6 as they're not getting that ball down.
Somebody will get up there with a rake and pop it up and over the net. They'll save the $6.
Count is 1-2.
And Raina Bennett calls a timeout to have a little conference with Jenna. I don't know if they're just making sure that their signals are right.
Yep.
So no cross-ups.
And again, in the 2026, more than a quarter way through the 21st century, and Attleboro still has the catcher and pitcher work together to call pitches. They don't look in the dugout.
No, they haven't. And I'm sure that the coaches there will make suggestions, or maybe in certain situations call for a pitch. So it's a very long conversation that got broken up by the umpire.
Comes out just in time to see Jenna and Raina high-five each other as Raina Bennett heads back behind the plate. Full name Raina Araujo Bennett.
The last thing you want to do is get crossed up, especially with a runner on base. No one on base, the cross-up's not that big of a deal. Runner on base, that's a big deal.
Leadoff runner on high. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Stella Clements. Again, second on the team with 35 RBI. Low.
Just missing low. So we'll see if Ella O'Connell goes in motion. Ella does not have a stolen base on the season. As a team, 11 stolen bases for Central Catholic.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Run a knockout.
And a miss. Strike 3. Callahan's 3rd strikeout of the game. That was a big one.
Yeah, always big to get that first out in any inning. Now, and no advancement by O'Connell as you start to work. Again, though, I feel like the bottom of this order would be, quote-unquote, the top of the order on most other teams.
Gabby Delgazo looks at calls, strike 1. She's the junior catcher. We've only seen her play for 2 innings, and we've seen enough to know she's an outstanding receiver. Called strike 2 on a nice breaking ball from Jenna Callahan. 3-0 Bombardiers, bottom of the second. 1 on, 1 out for the Raiders.
You mentioned Delgazio's in 361.
Fly ball to short right field.
No tag.
Bodecker comes. Oh,
she
no, drops the ball.
But has it out at second.
Throws
they take
to
their time.
second and gets the out, so that's no error.
It's actually a fielder's choice, right field, out at second, 9-6.
Okay.
No error. Delgazo smartly
running
the first base on a play. Sometimes players give up. The ball was in her glove. Not a big deal that Bodecker dropped it. If you're going to drop it, might as well drop it with a runner on first, standing on first.
Yes. This brings up the number 8 batter, Captain Megan Maresca, the senior center fielder. I missed the first pitch.
Yeah, I had my head down. I believe it was a ball because I did not hear the umpire. Naturally, the scoreboard is late putting it up, so we can't rely on the scoreboard either. So that's a strike.
Called strike on the outside corner. And again, when Jenna is pitched effectively, she's got to hit those corners. So the count is, we believe, 1-1.
Yeah, apparently the whole stadium missed it because the press box didn't put it up either on the scoreboard.
Ground ball slowly hit to Ronayne in the hole across the diamond. Slingshot, sidearm through across the diamond. 6-3 if you're scoring at home, and put a star under that 6.
And why is she going to UMass Amherst? Because of plays like that, Paul, on the run. She adopted the sidearm throw this year instead of the over-the-top. Sling to the cross, a great stretch by Jackie Fasante, 3rd out of the inning.
Wow. For Central Catholic, no runs on 1 hit, their first of the game. No Attleboro errors. 1 runner left on base for a total of 2. After 2 complete, Attleboro 3, the Central Catholic Raiders nothing. We will be right back on AACS and WARA. Welcome back. I'm Paul Healy, along with Kevin. That's going to leave Mark Callahan. His favorite band is Air Supply, by the way. Ow! What'd you kick me for?
As long as you didn't go to the other band.
Yes.
Then I really would be. I'm willing to accept. I work with a gentleman.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this.
We'll get Lola Ronayne leading off Attleboro's number 3 hitter. 500 on the year, 602 on base percentage, 5 doubles, a triple, 13 home runs, fouled off to the right, 0-1, struck out swinging, just her 4th strikeout of the year in the first inning, 0-1.
Just missed that one on the foul ball. Lola in the playoffs does have 2 home runs to her credit and 5 RBIs, 5 runs scored.
44 runs batted in total on the year, 32 runs scored, 17 walks, many of them intentional this year. Strong right-handed batter. Chloe Salerno winds, takes something off it low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
They put the first pitch up on the scoreboard this time. The one time we don't need it.
Again, 225 feet to center field, 200 feet down the line, symmetrical fence 6 feet high. Fastball outside, 2-1 to Lola. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I heard with Jenna coming in as a pitcher here next year, they're going to move the fences to 400 feet.
Yes. Lola had 4 home runs as a freshman, 17 as a sophomore, 13 this year. Mark Homer at third base.
He didn't make the play.
It bounced off the dugout on the third base side, which is the Raiders. As Evan, I think his son, Greg Homer, would have made that play.
Oh, I'm sure he would have. You know Brianna would have.
Oh, God, please. Fly ball, right center field. That's deep. Home run for Lola Ronayne. Lola Ronayne's third home run of the playoffs. Wow. 14th home run of the year. And Attleboro leads 4-0 over the undefeated Central Catholic Raiders. Kevin.
Yeah, she took an outside corner pitch, didn't do anything with it special. She didn't overswing. We had talked about it a little bit earlier.
Yep.
Sometimes when she's overswinging, she just pops it up a little bit. When she settles down, gets into her groove, takes the outside corner on a nice smooth swing, right center field, home run.
Yep.
To probably about over the 215, if you figure it goes from 200 to 225 into the power gas, probably about 210. That probably went about 220.
Early in the playoffs, Lola was a bit too amped up and was swinging for the fences. The last couple of games, she's gone back to that smooth, steady Lola Ronayne stroke.
And now 1 for 2 on the day, bringing up Savannah Bodecker. Oh, that got her in the head. You may have heard the crowd, wear it, kid. Easy to say when they're not taking one off the dome.
And it deflected off her dome and literally landed right next to our field mic. So Attleboro leads 4-0 here in the top of the third. Has a runner on first base, Savannah Bodecker.
I've never seen this before. They went to go out to do a mound visit. The coach, Sicolo, told everybody to go away.
Yeah.
And I will
We'll
talk
talk
to
to
the
her.
pitcher. And now there is an infield meeting. So the catcher has been left out because, the outfielders are getting together. So now the catcher's, buttering up the umpire, as catchers do.
Attleboro now with, yes, really, as a 14-year umpire. Yes, Kevin, that's exactly what the good catchers do, and Delgazo's a good one. So Attleboro now has 4 runs on 5 hits.
Yes, off to a good start is Attleboro, and I was just reminded of buttering up the umpires when I used to play first base. I used to do that,
yeah.
And I used to pull my foot on purpose with runners on base, off the base, because I was short, 5'8",
okay.
still am. Yeah. And finally, an umpire before I started the game goes, "I know what you're
The left
doing.
fielder,
You better
number
not do it
23,
anymore. My
Sophie
eyes are on you."
Borges.
I'd never seen this umpire before.
Wow.
I'm like, uh-oh. I also had an injury I wasn't telling anybody about, which
Sophie Borges.
off her foot.
Sophie Borges is up, fouls off the first pitch. She had a single to right field, blooped over first base. First baseman, second baseman, right fielder couldn't reach it, landed between all of them for 2 RBIs for Attleboro's first 2 runs.
And I scored at a double. Did you score
Yep,
at a single?
yep. No, I scored at a double.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Change up, call, strike,
pitch.
it's 0-2. And just for the record, Kevin's favorite band's probably Bob Seger, the Smithereens,
I
Blues
love
Brothers.
The Doors, the Blues Brothers, the Eagles are up there.
Okay.
Bands with guitars,
All right.
maybe some saxophones.
Just misses the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes to senior Sophie Borges. Sophie on the season, .352 average, .353 on base percentage, 4 doubles, a triple, a homer. Now 16 runs batted in on the year, 19 runs scored.
Bodecker without a steal on the year. Surprised when I just looked at the stats on that. Attleboro's a team with 35 stolen bases.
Fastball popped up to the right side. First baseman, nice catch. That was a tough play with a win. Nice play by Emily Gawk.
And like last inning, not that Sophie never hustles, but good job on her. She was standing on
Second
first
baseman,
base
number 22,
when she caught
Haley.
that ball. Had it been dropped, the foresight would have come at second, but Sophie would have been safe at first.
Yep.
Learning from last inning that Central Catholic did so well.
This brings up Kaylee Magnan batting 6th, the sophomore second baseman. She grounded a Actually, oh, there's a shot down the left field line, curving, a hooking foul. 0-1, just a long strike, but Sophie got all of that one.
Yeah, she really did, and had that stayed fair, the way he was hooking, that would have gone into the corner, most likely would have scored Bodecker,
Yep.
possibly would have been a triple, at least a stand-up double and a turn.
A lot of foul territory here on the campus of UMass Dartmouth. 4-0 Bombardiers from Attleboro over the Central Catholic Raiders on top of the third. High, 1 ball, 1 strike. What's Kaylee done in the playoffs, Kevin?
Oh, I'm glad you asked, Paul. She's hitting .500. She has a double, only 6 RBIs in 3 playoff games.
Wow.
Raising her average on the season to, believe it or not, to 208. She struggled at the beginning part of the year, not with strikeouts, more with just getting the ball past people.
Yeah.
And she started last year in the playoffs crushing the ball, and she started hitting the ball very hard again the end of this year again.
Ground ball foul, fielded by the third baseman Megan Clements, but in foul territory, 1-2. Called strike 3. Sophie knew a beautiful pitch by Chloe Salerno.
Oh, that was Kaylee. I mean, I'm sure Sophie knew it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kaylee Magnan, yes. Yeah.
That's the second out of the inning.
And that's the third strikeout for Salerno against 1 walk. So 2 outs now here in the top of the third. Runner on first.
4 strikeout.
4 strikeouts, thank you. Runner on first. 4-0 Bombardiers.
And ball low to Avery, who hit a double to right center. Lola said, I can do one better, and hit it in the exact same spot except over the fence instead of up against the fence.
Chloe Salerno, the right-handed pitcher. Inside corner, called strike, check swing, runners going. Stolen base for Savannah Bodecker. So the count is 1-1 on Graziosi, and Bodecker now in scoring position.
For the first stolen base of the year, must have heard me say does not have a stolen base on the year, so I'll fix that.
Because she had like 4 or 5 last year.
Yeah, no, she's fine. It just must be a situation where she hasn't had a good opportunity to steal. And now Graziosi in an RBI situation with 25 RBIs on the season.
Up in the zone, Avery lets it go. 2 balls, 1 strike. And now the infield and right field are all in the shade. Left field and center field still in the sun. 4-0 Bombardiers, top of the third. Pop up to the left side. Might be trouble. Running catch made by O'Connell in left field to retire the side. That play was tougher than it looked.
Yes, it was. On the run coming in as you're going from the sun into the shadows as well. And the wind that's kind of blowing things to her right as she's running in as well.
So the Bombardiers scored on Lola Ronane's leadoff home run in the third. Attleboro has 4 runs on 5 hits. No Raider errors. Attleboro's left 3 runners on base. All 4 runs are earned. We head to the bottom of the third. 4-0 Attleboro over Central Catholic of Lawrence.
Deja Calderon.
Welcome back to AACS TV, 1320 WARA, WARAradio.com. We're live on radio right now here in the campus of UMass Dartmouth. The video will be linked up 48 hours after the game. Called strike, changeup outside corner to DeJalice Calderon, the junior second baseman, 0-1.
Yeah, Calderon hitting .328 with a .483 on base.
Call strike, hits that outside corner again, 0-2.
Second on the team, working 24 walks right behind Estepi with 20 walks for Calderon, 24 leads the team.
Ball high, pops out of the glove of Raina Barrett, who comes over to say
Raina.
hello to us. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Who talked to us the most? Was it Aiden Hawkwater when he was the catcher for Attleboro baseball? He was always chatting with us. I think he had passed balls on purpose just so he come over and say hi.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Jenna Callahan, 4 strikeouts.
I've got 4.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4 strikeouts.
So
both pitchers with 4 strikeouts.
So 1 out, nobody on, bottom of the third, 4-0 Bombardiers. We're back to the top of the order with Madeline Estepi, the super sophomore shortstop. Callahan, the righty, against the right-handed pitcher. Takes something off, catches that outside corner again, 0-1.
Would you say, Paul, that only left center field and parts of left, weirdly, are in the sun right now?
Yeah.
Everybody else is in the shade. The wind has picked up.
Ball outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Estepe Boy, 24 walks on this season to lead the club. She's got 31 hits, 360 average, 500 on base percentage, knocked in 18 runs, scored 39 high, 2 balls, 1 strike to Madeline Estepe.
And just for the record, if you're a Central Catholic fan listening, first of all, thank you.
Yeah.
It's a modified on base percentage. I did not incorporate sacrifice flies, or hit by pitches. I just
Called strike, outside corner, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I gleaned what I could from the game changer 22 box scores. 4 hours later.
Yeah. Wow. Just missing the outside edge, 3-2. The saddest thing was your lovely wife, Christine. No, Kevin, I don't mind. Go ahead.
No. She told me to do a couple other teams.
Yeah.
She told me to do Norton. I'm like, we're not playing Norton. No, do Norton anyway, just in case they need you.
3-2. Missing outside, ball 4. That's Jenna's second walk against 4 strikeouts. 1 out, 1 on. Bottom of the third, 4-0 Attleboro. Central Catholic now sends Megan Clements, the freshman, to the plate. She reached on a walk in the first inning.
Yeah, Jenna may have let the previous call affect that pitch. She thought she had her struck out and came back and missed outside for ball 4.
Called strike, low outside corner. 0-1 to Megan Clements.
3 umpires for this game. That's how you know it's an important game.
Right. And there was a game before this, so we had to scurry and set up our equipment. Well hit, but fouled off to the right. That's deep in the woods. There goes another $6.
I'd like to think, I didn't get his name. There was a gentleman that was here at the Apponequet Dighton Rehoboth game that really helped me untangle some of the wires that we were plugging into the dugout, and he was able to work with me to get it untangled as he was outside the fence.
0-2. Just missing up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Megan.
Mentioned Clement, 341 on the year, 449 on base percentage, 23 RBI, 16 walks, 7 doubles, and a triple.
That's way up.
Yep.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
You can see what she's trying to do. She's been moving up and down, in and out, really trying to hit her spots, been changing speeds, trying to keep the team off balance. And now Central Catholic is their second time through the lineup, and you like to see if there are any adjustments that they make.
Fouled off to the right. That one's out of play into the woods. Sun Chronicle sports writer Tyler Hetu got the last one. I don't know if he's going to go after that one.
I think he said enough's enough.
Can you say poison ivy? 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on first. That's Madeline Estepe. 4-0 Bombardiers. Bottom of the third inning. Shot into right field for a base hit. Second of the game. Fielded quickly by Savannah Bodeker to keep Estepe at second base, but a base hit to right for Megan Clement.
And moving Estepe up to second base, as you mentioned. So first and second, 1 out. And now Chloe Salerno with an opportunity to help herself get right back in this game. As you mentioned, Attleboro leading 4-0 in the bottom of the third. And with a team that scores 300 runs in the season, this game is far from over.
Sophie Borges is in left field for Attleboro. Here's the first pitch. Called strike in the inside corner to Salerno. Nina Sullivan in center and Savannah Bodeker in right are both converted catchers who have speed with outstanding range and outstanding arms.
And should something happen to either one, they could quickly throw the gear right back on. They both went out there to solidify the outfield. Nina last year, as the year before, Attleboro graduated 3 senior outfielders. And then this past year, as Jenna's looking for a new ball, that's the delay in the game right now. And here come a couple, 2 new ones. And I don't know if that means that Central Catholic has to provide the balls
they're
because
the home
they're the
team,
higher
and
seed in the home team.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's 0-1 to the outstanding Chloe Salerno. She had a grand slam earlier in these playoffs against Peabody in their 13-7 win. Fastball fouled off to the left. Count is 0-2. In that win over Peabody, Madeline Estepe also had a bases-clearing double and went 4 for 5 against the Tanners of Peabody.
I mean, I've got Central Catholic for 263 team RBIs on the year. Everybody has one on the team.
Swing and a miss on a pitch on the outside edge. Fastball. I think she was expecting an off-speed pitch. That's Jenna's 5th strikeout. 2 outs. Runner on second. Runner on first and second, excuse me.
first and second, 2 out, but a huge second out there. Attleboro has the chance now for 4 outs and a fly ball to right field.
By Emily Gawk.
Foul.
Savannah Bodecker is on her horse. Foul on right field, so a little behind that fastball, 0-1.
What was weird about that, we thought the wind was blowing right to left.
Yeah.
When she hit that ball, I thought it was going to be a straight fly ball, a Bodecker in right, and it definitely kept tailing. Now, it was off the right-handed bat.
A slice.
Yeah, so she sliced it. That's twice we brought up golf today.
I was going to say, have you seen me play golf?
Talk about your lost balls in the woods. That's me.
Really? Low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah.
Gaku fouled out to the catcher early this year.
Paul,
early this game.
You're not facing the fairway. Trust me, with my slice, I'm facing the fairway. Shot. Oh, Jenna Callahan, the pitcher, makes the catch. And when Jenna doesn't pitch, she plays shortstop, and she played the part there. So a base hit for Central Catholic. They have 2 in the game. They lead 2 runners on. They've left 4 runners on in the game. But after 3 full, the Bombardiers lead the Raiders 4-0. We'll be right back. Welcome back. 1320 WARA. I was just going to miss a great story unrelated to the game. I say to Jim Jones, our engineer in charge, pinch hitting on graphics. I'm Paul Healy. He's Kevin. What's up?
Well, it's hey, happy anniversary, as I sent you. It was officially, Jim, our 10th anniversary yesterday of working our first game together, Paul and I. Oh, yeah, there it is. But I noticed in those 10 years, when you ever have a story, we're always late coming back from break. And whenever I have a story,
that's all the time we have for Kevin.
We have to listen to the rest of the commercial.
Samantha Fasante is up. She had a bunt single, ground ball to second base, knocked down. Nice play by Calderon at second. 4-3 if you're scoring at home. Really 1 up, 1 pitch, 1 down.
And for Sam Fasante, again, we've talked about this in other playoff games. Sometimes you just hit the ball too hard. The second baseman for Central Catholic, Calderon, did a real nice job. She corralled it, didn't panic, let it bounce in front of her, had the extra time at second base, and threw out at first. Fasante, take away the confidence that you're hitting the ball. She's subbing in for Abby Freeze on this game. Attleboro's about 11 deep offensively, so Coach Homer trying to get everybody involved in this game.
Nina Sullivan looks at ball 1 high. The left-handed batting center fielder called strike in the upper part of the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Salerno struck Sullivan out in the bottom of the second.
Again, we mentioned before too, Sullivan, who we know Attleboro very well. We don't know Central Catholic all that well. Nina's best when she's attacking the ball at the plate. Using all the proper mechanics. Sometimes she'll catch herself waving at a ball, but when she's using her proper mechanics and attacking, that's when she gets a double, like she did last game.
She just squared to bunt, missed. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on a fastball by Salerno, and that's her 5th strikeout of the early evening. 2 up, 2 down. We head to the top of the order. Bases empty. Jenna Callahan is up. She walked and scored in the first. Had a ground out for an RBI in the second to knock in Attleboro's 3rd run. The Bombardiers lead 4-0 here in the top of the 4th. Missing low and outside to Jenna is the right-handed pitching Chloe Salerno.
Jenna worked her 16th walk back in the first inning and scored her 40th run. Leadoff walks come in 75% of the time.
High ball 2. Delgazo is the catcher for Central Catholic. Megan Clements at 3rd. Estepe, the sophomore shortstop. Calderon at 2nd. Gawk at 1st. The outfield left to right, O'Connell, Macera, and Stella Clemens. Ball 3. Low and outside to Jenna. Jenna Callahan, 4-year varsity starter.
And, real nice career. Getting more and more confident with each year passing through as well.
Squares, called strike, fastball down the middle, taken all the way, 3-1. Jenna, the Attleboro all-time career leader in base hits, we believe somewhere between 110 and 115. And she'll have that record probably 4 or 5 games into next year when Lola Ronayne catches her. Fouls it off to the left. It's a full count. Nice job by Salerno to come back with 2 good strikes.
And it's not a matter of if. It's going to be a matter of when. Lola breaks the record. So Jenna can enjoy it for a calendar 7 or 8 months.
Salerno winds. Low, ball 4, gets away from the catcher. Callahan sprints down to first, takes the turn. Delgado, the catcher, fires it back to the circle. So Attleboro has a runner on, 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. They lead 4-0.
Yeah, 2-out walk there, but interesting for Salerno,
The
that's her
catcher, number 2, Raina
75th
Bennett.
pitch through 3 2/3. So again, it's not like baseball where you have a pitch count,
Yeah.
but you also don't want to be throwing 150 pitches either.
Raina Bennett, the outstanding freshman catcher, has a base hit to left field, stole a base and scored a run, grounded out to short on a great scoop by the first baseman Gawk. Callahan steals second base, standing up, throw was wide, backed up by the second baseman Calderon, and the count is 0-1, but Attleboro has a runner in scoring position.
I was going to call for that steal. I'll tell you why. Is if she was out, and you start off next inning with Raina and Lola on deck.
Yeah.
And in Raina, the way she makes contact, you want Lola coming up with runners on base. And if she's safe like she is, now she's in scoring position for Raina and a good scoring opportunity.
Hit lightly towards shortstop, 1 hop, a step A across the diamond in time for the out. 6-3 if you're scoring home. She's a good one. By the way, Jenna's stolen base, her 12th of the year to lead the team. For the Bombardiers, no runs, no hits. 1 runner left on base. Attleboro has 4 runs on 5 hits. No Central Catholic errors. Attleboro's left 4 on. They lead 4-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. On 1320 WARA and AACS 96 Sports. Welcome back, Paul Healy, along with Kevin Callahan. Jim Jones, our engineer in charge, running our graphics. Attleboro, Callahan pitching, the freshman Bennett catching, the sophomore Graziosi at third, Ronayne, the junior, heading to UMass at short, sophomore Magnan at second base, junior Jackie Fasante at first. The outfield left to right, senior Sophie Borges, senior Nina Sullivan, and junior Savannah Bodecker. Here comes the 5th batter, Ella O'Connell, who had a base hit to left field. Called strike outside corner.
For Ella, that's where we used our first golf reference, where she kind of hooked it past Lola Ronayne in front of Sophie Borges. 0-1 to the right fielder.
Take something off that, fouled off to the right, 0-2. I hate when you hear Boston Red Sox commentators, talk about spin rate in Major League Baseball, but boy, both Salerno for Central Catholic and Jenna Callahan, a lot of spin on the ball. Popped up into short left field, shortstop. Lola Ronayne makes the catch, 1 up, 1 down. We're in the bottom of the 4th, 4-0 Attleboro.
Shortstop.
Yes.
And all these pop-ups, they seem routine until you see the 15 to 20 mile an hour wind blow. So nothing's routine. Ronayne doing just a nice job of letting it settle into her glove for the first Central Catholic out. Bringing up Stella Clements, the right fielder.
Junior. Oh, there's a blast to deep right field. Back is Bodecker. Can't make the catch. Heading to second base. She's going to head to third. And it'll be a triple to right field for Stella Clemens.
I think the wind messed with Bodecker a little bit, and the deeper fence benefited Attleboro as well. But the wind kind of played tricks, and it's interesting double cut.
The catcher, number
As it went from Bodecker to Magnan to Ronayne. But a triple for Clements.
So Stella came in hitting .443, 35 runs knocked in, second on the team, 8 doubles, now 2 triples and 2 home runs. She's at third base with 1 out, 4-0 Attleboro. Catcher, junior Gabby Delgado, looks at ball 1 high.
Ball 1 high. A nice stab by Raina Bennett, not letting it get past her.
Call strike. There's that pitch on the outside corner, 1-1.
Third base umpire does call timeout right now. I don't know if there's a jewelry issue on Clements or something, but she's coming off the base. I think, in theory, I guess if you had to, you could pinch run for her and reinsert her.
It looks to be, she's running into the dugout. I don't know if it's some kind of equipment issue. She slid into third base.
Maybe something popped out or something.
Yeah.
She did leave her helmet by the third base batter's box. As we're kind of calling this more for a radio audience right now.
Yeah.
As well. And it looks like she's at the med kit.
Now they're opening up a backpack.
Paul, if this
Oh,
was...
her
her
pants
are ripped. So they're going to...
Yep.
If this was basketball, would they have to like put in a sub right now in a timeline? And in softball, you can reinsert the starter. Not that you necessarily want to take her out.
Yeah.
But I mean, how long can you delay a game for equipment malfunction?
For fans of the movie League of Their Own, she's going to have a good old-fashioned raspberry on that right hip after that slide. It is 4-0 Attleboro in the bottom of the fourth, but Central Catholic is challenging with a runner on third and one out.
They kind of duct taped the, or more like medical taped the uniform back together. But they did it quickly.
Or,
so
in my single days, what I called sewing.
Sewing, exactly. So 1-1 to Delgazo as we look to resume play. Third base and first base are even with the bag. Middle infielders are back to giving up the run to get the out at first in the bottom of the fourth. Attleboro leading 4-0.
Delgazo, the right-handed batter. Callahan, right-handed pitcher. Where's that ball?
Tagging is down the right field line.
Fouled off to the right. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So we've seen a lot of balls hit by right-handed batters to that right-hand corner.
Yeah.
Jenna putting a little heat on those fastballs.
Yeah, and now up in the count 1-2 with Clements on third, and she was tagging on that, so good base running there, getting back on the bag, ready to tag up. I mean, makes sense, but change up. Nice stop by Bennett.
2 balls, 2 strikes. If you're going to play softball for head coach Stacy Chicolo of Central Catholic, you better have your fundamentals down pat.
Exactly.
Again, they've been to the semifinals 3 of the last 4 years, but just 2 returning starters at the beginning of this year. Change up. Ooh, just misses the outside edge. 3-2.
Important for Jenna now. Again, we're calling this, we know the Attleboro team a lot better than Central Catholic. We've done a bunch of their games this year. So you get to learn tendencies. Take the deep breath, reset yourself on 3-2.
Up in the zone, hit up the middle, stopped by Magnan, but that's going to be an infield hit and an RBI for Delgazo. So Central Catholic is on the board with an infield hit, 2 consecutive hits, a triple to right and an infield hit. 4-1 Attleboro.
Nifa Clements, her 39th run scored on the season. And for Gabby Delgazio, her 29th RBI to go along with her 27th hit.
Ball 1 to Megan Maresca, the senior center fielder who ground out to shortstop on an outstanding play by Lola Ronayne in the second inning. Ball 1.
And a hush falls over the crowd.
Yep.
The silence can be deafening sometimes, Paul.
Kevin Niceforo is the assistant coach. He's in the first base coaching box. Abby Latham is also an assistant coach, a 2018 Central Catholic grad. Change up, strike, 1 ball, 1 strike to Macera. Did you give her batting stats?
I can do it again if I did. 423 on the air with a 481 on base percentage, 6 doubles, 4 triples.
Looped into right field. That's going to be a base hit. On it quickly is Bodecker. 3 hits in a row for Central Catholic. They now have runners on first and second, and the tying run comes to the plate.
Where did the Delgazio single go? I forgot the mark.
The Delgazo
single. She's on second base now.
Yeah.
Did that go to?
It wasn't terribly hard hit.
Oh, it was up the middle. It was up the middle.
Yep.
So the triple is hard hit, but I got caught up in the wind.
Yep.
So it's important, and hopefully Coach Homer's telling Jenna, settle down. They're not hitting you too hard. They're just well-placed singles this inning. But it's first and second, 1 out. You have Calderon up, who she did strike out in her first at bat. Settled down. Attleboro has turned a couple double plays, this year.
Yep.
Tough to turn,
including a 5-4-3 double play, which is almost unheard of in high school softball.
Cannot believe that happened. 6-4-3 or 6-3 is usually a little bit more common.
Mark Homer talking to home plate umpire. And he's answering back. We're going to say hello to one of our underwriters, just Greg Homer, Mark's son of A Resilient Contracting in Phoenix, Arizona, resetting the standard. We'll get back to that in just a second. High, ball 1 to the number 9 batting, DeJalice Calderon.
And Calderon having a good year as well. 328 on the season, 483 on base, 20 walks, kind of utilizing that double leadoff, second on the team in walks.
Called strike on the outside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yes, A Resilient Contracting. If you're in Arizona and need a contractor, they're resetting the standard. Go to Greg, G-R-E-G, at a-rcontracting.com. Called strike, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Big pitch by Jenna.
Last 2, Calderon was showing bunt, and you got to figure Central Catholic hasn't bunted all that much this year. It just hasn't had the opportunity to, or the need to.
Called strike 3 in the lower part of the zone. Big pitch by Jenna Callahan. 2 outs.
It's a huge second out as they flip the order over for the 3rd time, bringing on Madeline Estepi, who has struck out and walked and has seen 12 pitches so far this game.
Runners on first and second. Looks at called strike in that outside corner to the right-handed batter. 0-1. Delgazo at second. Maresca at first. Change up. Fouled off to the right. It's 0-2.
She kind of got it in on the fist on her and got it out and kind of like almost that inside out of it past the first baseman from the right-handed batter's box. Well foul, 0-2.
Jackie Fasante tracks it down, goes back to first base. Callahan confidently strolls in the circle. Again, Jenna heading to UMass Dartmouth next fall. Takes something off it high and outside. 1-2.
And again, Jenna doing a better job, especially on the 0-2, 1-2 that we saw in Game 1 in the playoffs, especially in the first 2 innings. But he shook off 12 days of rust.
Fastball up 2-2. Jenna wears number 3 as she's the 3rd Christine and Kevin Callahan offspring to play varsity sports for the Bombardiers. And of course your favorite, because your other 2 children are just boys. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on a heater up in the zone. Jenna has 7 strikeouts in 4 innings, but a run scored for Central Catholic. 1 run on 3 hits. They have 5 in the game. No Attleboro errors. Central Catholic has left 6 runners on base after Bridgewater Raynham left 10 runners on base against Attleboro. We're through 4 innings. The Attleboro Blue Bombardiers 4, the Central Catholic Raiders 1. We'll be right back. Welcome back, and for the second time today,
number 10, Lola Ronayne.
Attleboro's number 3 hitter, Lola Ronayne, leading off. A junior commit to UMass Amherst, struck out swinging in the first inning, just her 4th strikeout of the season. Blasted a home run to center field, right center field. In the top of the 3rd. Looks at, I have my head now, Kevin.
Yeah, look at a fastball right at the knees, right on the outside corner, strike 1.
From Salerno, who's got 5 strikeouts and 2 walks. Inside corner. Oh my gosh, that's blasted to deep center field. Caught at the wall.
The wind knocked it down.
By Macera at the deepest part of the park where they're back against the fence making the catch.
Yeah,
wow.
I think the wind knocked that down, Paul. Lola saw that really well, and credit the center fielder, Maresca, for just being able to track it down, staying with it, making a nice catch, and actually maybe even coming in a step.
Oh, it is Maresca. I've got it spelled wrong here. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Bringing up Savannah Bodecker, struck out and walked. Looks at strike 1 on the inside corner. She walked and stole a base, was stranded at second back in the 3rd inning.
Actually was hit by a pitch.
You are more correct than I am.
Yes. Ball outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, the ball deflected off her helmet, did no harm, so Savannah's got to have some Irish in her somewhere.
Exactly.
4-1 Attleboro, top of the 5th. That's high. 2 balls and 1 strike to Savannah, who she was batting 7th or 8th earlier in the season, now up in the cleanoff spot.
Yeah, and she had that. Remember, there was a game where, again, hitting 318. At the time, she was in about 240, and I was telling you, I was shocked as she looks at the ball low, 3-1, because the eyeball test told me that she was hitting in the clutch. So she was putting the bat on the ball in the right situation. Now she's got her average up to 318, and in the playoffs coming in with a 778.
Slowly hit to right field, spins foul, fielded by Emily Gawk.
You said the right field.
Oh, right field. Sorry. the first baseline. My apologies. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Shot to right field. Field by the first baseman. Whoa.
Oh, yeah. Inside corner.
It's a great spot for Solano.
Strike 3.
And looking at strike 3 is Bodecker, but that's what they call the pitcher's pitch right there, in a great spot.
It's one of those, it's almost,
Number 23,
again, it's a
Borges.
strike, and it's impossible to hit, borderline illegal.
Exactly, on the 85th pitch of the game for Solano, bringing up Sophie Borges.
Who has a 2 RBI double in the first inning. Hard ground ball into left field. Another base hit in the playoffs for Sophie Borges. Came in hitting .600 in the playoffs. Now has 2 doubles, a triple, a home run, has knocked in 9 runs and scored 4 in the playoffs.
She's having a heck of a playoff run for the senior. It's going to be going to CCRI to continue her
Number 22,
softball playing career.
Kaylee Magnan.
This brings up sophomore Kaylee Magnan, who's had a ground out and struck out looking. So Attleboro with a runner on first. Runner stealing, high throw, stolen base for Borges.
Coach Homer getting aggressive as Attleboro has now stolen 5 bases. 5 bases this game.
Yep.
2 in the first, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and 1 in the fifth. So, I mean, granted, one was on the back end of a double steal, but she does get credit for the stolen base.
0-1 is the count to the sophomore Kaylee Magnan, who's also, she'll be seeing some time in the circle in her junior and senior year, that's for sure. Gok coming in at third base, popped up to the left side. That'll get out of play. 0-2 to Kaylee Magnan.
Kaylee with 9 RBIs in the season, 6 of them in the playoffs.
Wow.
And you mentioned, Paul, we'll see some time in the circle next year. Absolutely, 13 innings pitched, 17 strikeouts, a 2.15 ERA, a 1.31 WHIP. She's a good one.
Chloe Salerno pitches low, gets past the catcher, not advancing. Was Borges, couldn't get a good look at that. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And it's funny, if head coach Mark Homer yelled at Sophie as much as he used to yell at his son Greg, she'd be at third base right now.
Exactly. That's a tough pickup by Borges and Coach Homer. We can see it trickle right through the legs. If you can't see the ball, you can't take a chance to make that third out at third base.
Swing and a miss, and don't get the wrong idea about Mark Homer. Greg deserved the yelling at every time. Ask his sister, Brianna. So for Attleboro, no runs, 1 more hit. They have 6 in the game. No Central Catholic errors. Attleboro's left 5 runners on base. After 4.5 innings, the Bombardiers lead 4-1 over the Central Catholic Raiders in an MIAA Division I semifinal playoff game. Welcome back. AACS 96 Sports.
Son of Hill.
Yes. 1320 WARA Radio, WARAradio.com. Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. And yeah, yesterday was the 10th anniversary of us first working together. So that's a decade of you correcting me at every opportunity.
No, not the first 2 innings.
That's
the first game. Ever since then,
Yes.
I've been correcting you at the first opportunity. I think we've done boys and girls basketball. We've done hockey for sure. Baseball, softball.
Called strike to Megan Clements, the outstanding freshman third baseman who was walked and reached on a base hit to right field. 0-1's the count. 4-1 Attleboro, bottom of the 5th, Central Catholic at the plate. Ground ball, Magnan, 2 hard hops, throws to Jackie Fasante for the out. 1 up, 1 down as the outstanding Chloe Salerno coming to the plate. She has struck out swinging and struck out looking, but look out for Salerno. Coming into this game, 48 hits on 79 at-bats, just a .608 average. 49 runs knocked in, 26 scored. Where's that?
Right field.
Deep to right field. Back is Bodecker, fighting the wind, makes the catch.
I think in foul territory, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe we can get a ruling on that. Not that it's that big of a deal, but
Salerno just got under that. It
Salerno-
wasn't foul territory.
It was?
Yep. And Salerno, again, just got under that. So on 3 pitches, 2 outs recorded. Here comes junior Emily Gok, one of only 2 returning starters coming to the year. Looks at a fastball outside, ball 1. She's popped out of the catcher and lined out to Callahan, the pitcher. Called strike. There's that pitch in the low outside corner. Emily comes in hitting .444, 26 runs scored, 26 runs knocked in. 6 doubles, a triple, and 1 homer. Missing low. 2 balls, 1 strike to Emily.
Sometimes you say when they miss high, climb the ladder. Keep going higher and higher. See if they go after it. That one, I don't know what the term is for going below the ladder, but Jenna kept going lower and lower to see if she could get Doc to go after one.
I believe it's limbo. Lofted towards second base. Magnan diving catch, can't make it. Infield hit for Gawk.
Yeah, definitely an infield single there. And Magnan did everything right. She got a good jump on it, put a good dive on it.
Yep.
It was in her glove, fell out, not an error.
No.
And rolled away.
11,
Tough with the bigger ball. Believe it or not, if that's a baseball, it probably sits in the glove as a smaller ball was rolled back into the pocket. Softball rolled out. Nice play by Magnan.
Changeup misses the outside corner.
Nice effort, I should say.
Yes, to senior Ella O'Connell, the left fielder, who had a base hit to left field and popped up to shortstop. Ball 1 to Ella. 4-1 Attleboro. Bottom of the 5th, called strike inside corner. It's 1-1. O'Connell came in hitting .331, 22 runs knocked in, 22 runs scored.
Rather consistent.
Yes, 5 doubles, 2 triples, 2 homers. Outside, 2-1 to Ella.
We have yet to see Central Catholic put anybody in motion yet. Again, only 11 steals on the year. Attleboro came in with 35, but they probably didn't have the
They had so many
need
big
to.
leads.
Right.
Yep. Callahan winds. Foul. Coach in the third base coach's box. Stacy Chicolo lets it go by.
And we brought it up.
2-2.
We brought up earlier. They haven't had the need to bunt all that often, and they haven't had the need to steal all that often. And sometimes that can be a detriment as well. When you're always winning by a large margin, you don't get the opportunity to maybe practice some of the stuff that you would like to.
Ooh, just missing on the outside edge. 3-2.
Deep breath for Jenna now. Runner will be off now with 2 outs.
Fly ball to right field. Back is Bodecker in foul territory. Can't make the catch.
Drops foul.
And falls harmlessly at about 205 feet away from home plate. Count remains 3-2.
The good news, Paul, is when we do lose sight of her, she is in foul territory. So we can see the foul pole, which is oddly painted white here.
Yeah. So nice job there by Ella O'Connell going with that pitch. Inside corner, and that's fouled off to the right.
Say,
3 balls and 2 strikes. Yep.
If the previous one was foul, we know that one's foul. Now from Jenna, let's see if she comes back with some sort of changeup here on 3-2. It's a gutsy call, but we'll see.
For one of the few times today, shook off Raina Bennett twice, the freshman catcher. Slip pitch.
No, that was more of a changeup.
Slowly hit to Graziosi at third base, across the diamond in time for the 3rd out. So Central Catholic gets their 6th hit of the game, but they failed to score a run. They've now left 7 runners on base after 5 full innings. Attleboro has 4 runs on 6 hits with 5 runners left on base. Central Catholic 1 run on 6 hits with 7 runners left on base. 4-1 Bombardiers as we head to the 6th inning. Welcome back. AACS. If you're...
Yes.
Yep. Never mind. Also on 1320 WARA, Avery Graziosi, the sophomore third baseman, had a double to deep center field her first time up, and flew out to left field. Fouls that off to the left, 1-0.
For Avery, foul ball.
Buddy.
And your Marvin Martian got some good, good feedback the other day. There's a great change up there by Solano. Freezes Graziosi and attracts 0-2.
0-2.
Oh, Earthling, you have made me very angry.
Yes. And when Lola Ronane's up, I got a line for you. Next, here comes the 0-2 pitch to Avery Graziosi. Outside, 1-2. Avery is a sophomore. came up as a freshman halfway through the year from the JVs, and all she did was have a game-winning hit in her first varsity game, and it's been lights out ever since.
Had a nice double earlier this game.
Change up, swing and a miss, beautiful pitch. I've got that 7 strikeouts now for Salerno. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's her 8th strikeout against 2 walks.
Number 4, Samantha Asante.
But no, when Lola Roname comes up, it's
Where's the kaboom? There should have been an earth-shattering kaboom.
Sam Fasante is up. She had a bunt single, stolen a base, and has grounded out to second. Looks at ball 1.
Okay, that's the first time I'm going, brr.
Yeah.
That's a big gust that just came in, obviously from the north. Where's Jim Corbin?
Yes. Low. 2-0 to Sam Fasante. Sam's a junior.
Sam is a junior and sister of Jackie, who's playing
First base.
Instead of triplet, I do apologize. I'm not sure of the third one's name because she's not playing softball.
Yeah. High 3-0 to Sam Fasante.
Who was bunt single and shot one to second base. Second baseman with a real nice play on that Calderon. Thank you. Yeah.
Whoa, high and inside, ball 4. Her 3rd walk for Salerno, so Salerno now has
8 strikeouts and 3 walks.
Yep, 125 strikeouts, and this her
Number 1,
87th
Nina
inning
Sullivan.
of work. Left-handed batting Nina Sullivan.
See if anything's in action here with Nina. Nina, a good bunter.
Third base. Yep.
I'm sorry, Fasante fast.
Megan Clements way in at third. Squares to bunt, called strike 1.
Attleboro is 5 for 5 in steals. Technically, I'd like to say 4 for 4. I hate punishing the catcher on the back end of a double steal. It's just not fair.
Checking the wristband are the catcher Calderon and the pitcher Salerno. Pops right back. That was a breaking ball. Nina was on that one, just got under it. 0-2.
Going after superfan John Hanrahan sitting behind us. Attleboro High superfan John Hanrahan.
He appreciated when I compared his son Shane to Dave Cowens during the basketball season. Shane had never heard of Dane Cowens. Swing and a miss, strike 3 in the outside edge. 2 outs for Attleboro in the bottom of 5th. They lead 4-1. They have a runner on first, and here comes Jenna Callahan, top of the order. Jenna's walked, stolen a base, and scored. Grounded out to third base to drive in a run. And how did she get on in the 4th? Another walk.
She walked and stole second, but was stranded at second base.
Ball high. Out at second base. Stealing is Fasante. And again, that's a 2-out situation. Jenna Callahan will be leading off in the top of the 7th, but nice throw by Delgazzo to throw out the runner at second.
I like the call, Paul. She's out, but you start the next inning with your leadoff up at the top to start off the inning with your 1-2-3. If she's safe, then you're going to run her in scoring position.
Yep.
So I like the call, even though she was thrown out.
So Attleboro, no runs, no hits, nobody left on base. Attleboro leads 4-1 over the Central Catholic Raiders as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Welcome back. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan.
Leading off with Central Catholic, number 3.
Kevin
Stella
making fun of my
Clements.
age between innings. I used to have a normal-sized prostate.
I love how you can give me what I'm going to be looking forward to.
Yeah.
22 years from now.
All right. Stella Clement is up. She has struck out swinging, had a triple, and scored a run. Central Catholic's only run in the 4th. Where did that triple go, Kevin? I don't have my
That triple
notes
went
here.
to right field, kind of got hung up in the wind,
that's
went a little
right.
bit deeper down the line and hustling all the way, and then she ripped her pants.
Ground ball, bubbled by Ronane. That's going to be our first error of the game by either team. And Central Catholic has the leadoff runner on, down 4-1 in the bottom of the 6th.
Just the second time they've had their leadoff on in this game in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 8, Gabby.
Again,
Delgazzo.
trailing by 3, 4-1 here in the bottom of the 6th. I don't necessarily see a bunting situation, but we will see.
Ball low to Gabby Delgazzo, the catcher. And again, Ronane with a .916 fielding percentage at shortstop.
No, she's played a tremendous shortstop all year long, and she'll pick herself up off of that one.
High 2-0 to Gabby Delgazo was reached on a fielder's choice.
And a pass ball allows her to go to second. So a little bit of sloppiness here
Whoops.
to start the 6th inning. She kind of dropped it as we had our heads down and
Heads up running by Clements.
Clements, exactly.
But Delgazo also had a base hit to center field to knock in Central Catholic's only run. Ooh, call strike. 2 balls, 1 strike in the outside corner.
Were you giving that an ooh?
No,
No, I thought you were going to.
Yeah. 2-1 is the count. Breaking ball misses outside. 3-1. Bennett catching, Graziosi at third, Ronan is short, Magnum at second, Jackie Fasante at first, outfield left to right, Borges, Sullivan, Bodeker. Ground ball to Graziosi, short hop across the diamond in time. Good base. Oh no!
I just said don't throw it.
Good base running. Going to third base was Clements. He was standing on the bag when the throw was made across the diamond for no reason. It's I guess
E3.
Yeah, and again, Graziosi, the third baseman, couldn't get to the ball because the runner was on the bag.
Right.
Between her and where the ball was thrown. So that's an unearned run for Central Catholic, but that makes it 4-2 in the bottom of the 6th, 1 out.
Now,
this is Morgan Maresca.
Important run, obviously, for Central Catholic. In a weird way, now the bases are clear.
Yep.
Attleboro can kind of reset themselves with the bases empty.
Called strike 0-2 to Maresca, who was ground out to short, and a great play by Ronan, and a base hit to right field. Change-up, swing and a miss. Jenna Callahan with her 8th strikeout of the day for the 2nd out, and now Dejalise Calderon, the junior second baseman, will come up.
Number 4, Deja Calderon.
Callahan, senior pitcher, has been pitching since her freshman year. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Lily Ruthier was a junior when Jenna was a senior.
No, when Jenna was a freshman.
When Jenna was a freshman, that's right. They used to
she was a senior when Jenna was a freshman. Yeah,
and they
sorry.
shared pitch high ball one. They shared pitching duties. Lily Ruthier now plays in the outfield for UMass Dartmouth.
Yep. And still does some pitching.
Yep. 1-1 to the second baseman. Calderon has got one outstanding defensive play. Nope, no flinch. Foul back. 1-2. Calderon came in hitting .328, .483 on base percentage, 22 runs knocked in, 28 runs scored, 5 doubles, a triple, and a homer. 1-2. Change up high and outside, 2-2. Bennett, the freshman catcher, again, Attleboro, one of the last teams left with their old school. The catcher and the pitcher call the pitches, not the bench, because Mark Homer can't handle technology. High, ball 3, 3-2.
Important out here. Paul is the top of the order, stands on deck, looking at their 4th at bat. They'll be up next inning, but if you can get out of it right now,
will be huge. Oh, there's a deep fly ball. Back is Nina Sullivan, makes the catch! And Attleboro retires the side.
After 6 complete innings, Attleboro 2.
An unearned run scored for Central Catholic. Great base running by junior Stella Clements, and they've cut the Attleboro lead to 4-2. So 2 runs on.
no hits.
No hits in that inning. 6 hits in the game. 1 Attleboro error. 2 Attleboro errors. Oh, that's right. That's right. And Central Catholic has left 8 runners on base. We head to the top of the 7th. Attleboro leads 4-2. Welcome back, Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. Jenna Callahan leading off. She's walked, stolen a base, and scored. Grounded out to third to knock down a run. Walked, stolen a base, and was stranded at second. Looks at ball 1 high. Jenna's been outstanding this year. Statistics remarkably similar to Bella Bork of Taunton, the Massachusetts Gatorade Player of the Year. Had the same number of base hits this year in the Hockomock League. Slicing to left field. Great catch! O'Connell! A slicing ball moving away from home plate. Snow cone catch Outstanding
2,
play. That gets a
Raina
big
Bennett.
star in my book.
Yeah, that would have been a stand-up double for sure for Jenna, and a great play, as you mentioned, Paul, by the left fielder O'Connell. Got a good read off the bat, fouled it as the wind kind of picked it up as it sliced away from her. Snow coned it, and a real nice catch by O'Connell, and a nice hit by Callahan. See if that can spur on the Attleboro offense.
And again, the wind blowing from the right field corner to the left. Check swing by Raina Bennett, who has a base hit to left field, stole a base and scored. Ground out to third. Shortstop twice. Behind in the count 0-1. We'll finish a comment on Jenna in a second. There's a shot foul to left. Jenna Callahan is hitting .575 on the year, .635 on base percentage. 9 doubles, 3 triples, 4 homers, 22 runs knocked in, 20. Where's the run scored? 39 runs scored to lead the club. 0-2 to the outstanding freshman, Raina Bennett.
And Raina coming in 375 in the playoffs, 455.
Low outside 1-2. Want to congratulate Attleboro head coach Mark Homer in his 11th year. I believe this is his 2nd year in a row without pulling a hamstring while coaching third base.
He's not going after all those balls like he used to.
Curveball fouled right back to us. Count remains 1-2.
I would have had it.
Yes, but the fence was in the way.
The fence was in the way. It's what the
He
record
often
to
used
show.
to pull his hamstring chasing his son Greg.
Then he got too fast for him,
Yes.
so they send him to reform school.
Yes,
Like he's like-
exactly. 1 ball, 2 strike to Raina Bennett. We're kidding, folks. Those who don't know.
Which there could be a good majority that don't know.
Mark in his 11th year as head coach. 2 quality coaches here. Change up, low.
Great pitch, great idea, and great read by Bennett not to go after that. And
Delgado.
again, I'm sorry, and that's a pitch maybe she goes after at the beginning of the year as a freshman. Now with 23 games, 24 games under her belt, a pitch that she's not going after.
There are no freshmen anymore at this point
No,
this
you're not.
season. Delgado, an excellent receiver. Called strike inside corner. You know why they called that a strike, Kevin?
That's a perfect pitch.
That was strike. That is the 9th strikeout for Chloe Salerno.
That's what I have.
So a great catch in
Number
left
10,
field by
Lola
O'Connell.
Ronan.
And a
And
big pitch.
are they walking her? Oh no, it's where I get confused. The coach calls away, and again, who am I to say how you should coach a team
yeah.
with no losses on the year?
Yes.
But the call away your defense to stay away. It's a private conversation.
Yes. Stacy Chicolo, again, played her high school ball in Tewksbury.
Oh, now they're inviting the catcher.
Played her collegiately at Bentley. And a big smile on Chloe Salerno's face.
Still a game, Paul.
Yep, that's why we all started playing sports as little kids. It's supposed to be fun. And Michaela Lynch wants a word with head coach Mark Homer. Michaela's been his assistant coach all 11 years here at Attleboro.
She should get some sort of an achievement award or
Yes, really.
a Medal of Honor. Or
Well, we should mention that Sophie Borges is she's going to college to major in psychology, which she decided to do after dealing with Coach Homer for 4 years. I need some help figuring this guy out.
Well, back to the game.
Yes,
Okay, Lola
sorry.
Ronan's up. Lola, one for 3. Easily could have been 2 for 3.
Yeah. Strikeout swing, just a 4th of the year. Home run to center field, right center field, and then flew out to the wall in right center field. Nice catch by Maresca. Looks at ball 1 low.
I think they're going to pitch her very carefully here, Paul. Could be the old unintentional, intentional walk.
Oh, I'm in the wrong inning here.
That's the 7th, Paul.
Yep.
4-2, top of the 7th. Attleboro leading with the number 3 hitter, Lola Ronan, up with a 2-0 count. We'll look for something to drive here on 2-0.
Chloe Salerno winding. Popped up to the right side. That'll drift out of play. 2-1 is the count. So inside the first 2 pitches, went outside that time.
Yeah, and Lola going after, just missing it and following off. Lola seeing the ball pretty well today, especially her last 2 at bats.
Change up, called strike 2-2 again. Attleboro. Taunton will play tomorrow against Shrewsbury to try to make it to the final. Attleboro from the Hockomock League and Franklin from the Hockomock League. So 3 teams in D1 from the Hawk. High, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, Franklin
to
lost to
Lola
Shrewsbury,
Ronan.
but Franklin made it to the Elite 8 and technically
Yes.
to the final 6
Yeah.
because they played the day after.
Yeah.
So the Hockomock League represented very well in King Philip in Division 2.
Right, number 1 seed.
Number 1 seed.
Salerno, high, ball 4. And that's one thing about Lola, an outstanding eye.
Incredible eye. Best player on the team, 602 on base percentage. Just worked her
18th walk of the
you,
year.
18th walk. To different columns for the different teams.
Yes.
Number 5,
So
Savannah Bodecker.
Salerno with 9 strikeouts, 4 walks on the day. Here comes Savannah Bodecker, is struck out swinging, been hit by a pitch, struck out looking against the outstanding Chloe Salerno. Came into this game 14-0 on the year. Oh, caught off the base was Rodane, but gets back in time.
It's almost like the first and third, but there's nobody on third. So I'm not. Lola trying to draw a throw, and she may have been trying to draw the back throw to first base and then take off the second.
Yeah.
But the catcher for
Delgazo
for Central Catholic, not biting on that, but Ronane was able to dive back in the first safely.
What was the pitch? Oh, ball 1.
Pitch was a ball up high
Thank you.
to Bodecker.
How many pitches now for Salerno?
I'll tell you in 1 second.
High, ball 2.
This time she's going
For second base. Stolen base for Lola Ronane. And for Lola, that is her 5th stolen base of the season.
118 pitches for Salerno.
Wow. Lola, a shortstop, a pitcher, power hitter, singles hitter, great eye, can steal bases. Why again did
Plays a great shortstop.
Yes, why again did UMass Amherst get her to commit as a junior?
Yes. She is a good player.
Fastball. Oh, just getting under it is
Could be trouble.
Bodecker.
Tough wind.
Shortstop makes the catch. Oh, don't count it a step in and make a mistake there.
No, she caught it in her pocket,
Yep.
but a great catch by Estepe for the 3rd out. We head to the bottom of the 7th.
So the Bombardiers, through 7 at-bats, have 4 runs on 6 hits, no Central Catholic errors. Attleboro has left 6 runners on base. All 4 runs are earned. Central Catholic will come up in the bottom of the 7th, trailing 4-2 on 1320 WARA and AACS 96 Sports. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Bombardiers again leading 4-2. 4 runs, 6 hits, 6 left on base. Central Catholic, the Raiders out of Lawrence, Mass. 2 runs on 6 hits. 2 Attleboro errors, 8 runners left on base for the Raiders. 1 of their 2 runs is earned, and they're at the top of the order, trying to keep their undefeated season alive.
With the top of their order, starting off with Madeline Estepe, number 15, 360 on the year, 500 on base.
Callahan winds, missing the outside corner. 1-0 to the outstanding sophomore Madeline Estepe. 360 average, 500 on base percentage. Knocked in 18 runs, scored 39. 2-0.
Estepe with a walk in high and stranded at second in the 3rd inning. Estepe will look for something to drive here, and the hitters count 2-0.
Takes something off it. Hard shot. Jackie Passante at first base. Makes the play. 3 unassisted. That was a bullet by Estepe.
Yeah, a bullet to Fasante, knocked it down, stepped on first. 2 bullets in this
Number
game.
21,
1 to second base.
last
inning.
Yep.
5th inning. Sorry. That Magden made a great play on, and that one to Fasante to get the first out, bringing up Megan Clement. 1 for 2 with a walk.
Freshman third baseman looks at ball 1 low and outside. Good to look out in the field on this natural field to see dirt on the girls' uniforms as opposed to thousands of little rubber pellets.
And a heck of a crowd here today, Paul. We haven't commented on that.
Pop to right, foul ball deep into the woods. Up, hits a tree and comes back this way, so that won't cost him $6.
And there's $12 sitting on the batting cage on top of the net.
Yeah, really. 1 ball, 1 strike. 4-2 Attleboro, bottom of the 7th, Central Catholic at the plate. Ground ball into right
Off the
field.
glove.
Infield hit.
Yep.
Great effort by Magnum, the second baseman. The tying run comes to the plate with Chloe Salerno, who came into this game with 48 base hits and 79 at-bats. She scored 26 runs. She's only knocked in 49 to lead the club. 13
Salerno.
doubles, 4 triples, 9 home runs. Left-handed hitter deep to left field. Tie ball game. A 2-run homer. Central Catholic 2 outs away from seeing their undefeated season end, and it's all tied up.
New ball game here, Paul. 4-4. Important for Attleboro just to reset, settle down. 4-4. You knew this team wasn't going to go away. You have to. You play extras if you're Attleboro, but important now to get these next 2 outs to force the extra inning in the 8th inning. Coming up to play, Emily Gott.
Salerno trying to do too much maybe earlier in this game. 2 strikeouts, and then hit the ball deep to right field. That time as the lefty batter did not try to pull it. Went with the ball, knocked it out to left. We're tied at 4. Wow.
And Emily Gott, who's now fouled out to the catcher, line to the pitcher, got an infield single, steps up to the plate.
Ball 1 low to Emily Gott. Again, one of only 2 returning starters along with Chloe Salerno. Wow, 4-4. Called strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. High school baseball team supporting Jenna now.
Yeah, great support. Good baseball team this year. Love how baseball and the softball teams have supported each other all year.
Just missing 2 balls, 1 strike.
The 4-hitter Gott.
Shot into left field, diving catch made by Sophie Borges. Oh, what an outstanding defensive outfield Attleboro's had all year long. Put a star by that in your scorebook.
Now, that's a great catch by Borges. Again, this wind keeps whipping around and she dives to her right and keeps the ball in the glove. And I love the emotion that she showed when she got up and held the ball up high. 2 outs now for Ella O'Connell.
Boy, Megan Clements, that barely base hit to right field, just out of Madeline's reach. Kept the inning going, then the home run by Salerno. Called strike to Ella O'Connell, who's got a base hit to left, popped out to short and ground out to third. Fouled off to the right, deep into the woods. 0-2 is the count.
Going after the rise ball there, so Jenna has her now 0-2.
Yep. I might have to let you take over the call in the top of the 8th.
Slip.
Oh, slip pitch. Called strike 3. And we'll head to extra innings. But Central Catholic, a huge clutch home run for Chloe Salerno after a grand slam against Peabody. So 4 runs for Central Catholic now on 8 hits. 2 Attleboro errors.
They're going to question, Paul, the legality of the pitch. USA Baseball has confirmed that this pitch is 100% legal. It's on the rotation of what, so Jenna releases the ball and then her arm comes around. She stops it at the hip. It does not come across the shoulder, which would signify a second rotation. It is 100% legal, and the umpire fooled on it, but called it strike 3.
All right. We'll be right back. Kevin, cover for me.
Sophie Borges leading off the 8th inning, and how often does somebody make a great catch and then lead off the next inning? Top of the 8th inning, 4-4, and game of the day. Borges going after the first pitch, ground ball to third, hustling out at first, 5-3. Tremendous play by Clements to get the first out. First pitch swinging by Borges. 1 pitch, 1 out. For Salerno, that's her 120th pitch of the game. Callahan has 3, 6, 7, 10, 14, 124 through 7 innings. 4-4. Stepping to the plate is second baseman Kaylee Magden, playing some real good defense as well today, hitting well in the playoffs. Swings on the first pitch and lines out to the left fielder. So 2 pitches, 2 outs. If you're looking ahead to the bottom of the 7th, Central Catholic will send up 6, 7, and 8 in the lineup. Now batting Ava Graziosi, who just missed a home run way back in, let's see exactly what inning that was, in the 2nd inning, but she doubled and scored back in the 2nd. Has 9 home runs on the year. Going after the high rise for strike 1. 0-1 to the sophomore coming into this game, hitting .289 with a .367 on base percentage. In the playoffs, coming in with a .500 on base percentage with a home run. 1 for 3 on the game. Finds himself down 0-2 on that foul ball. Graziosi playing a good third base today. Again, Attleboro 4 runs on 6 hits and 2 errors. And Central Catholic 4 runs also on 6 hits, no errors. Ball up high to Graziosi. Doing a better job as the season and her career has gone on laying off the high ones, as the wind has really picked up here in the top of the 8th inning. And Paul ran to his car to get a shawl, in case you were wondering what happened to Paul Healy. High heat, 2-2 to the sophomore Sam Fasante sitting on deck. Fasante, who's 1 for 2 with a hard hit ball to second base. Jim Jones showing his hands. Catching Paul Healy's score sheet. As Graziosi looks at ball 3, 3-2. Should Graziosi get on, look for a potential a courtesy runner, a pinch runner, possibly an Ava Bottomley White. Ooh, and a foul tip off the umpire's mask. He nods, he's okay. I think it might have gone off the catcher's glove as well, Delgazio, and right off the mask of our home plate umpire. Says right away he's okay. So the payoff pitch coming up. Ball 4 up high. For Graziosi, second time today, she's on base. And we'll see if there is a runner, and there is. And oh, I'm sorry, and I completely forgot about Brooklyn Cameron. Will be the courtesy runner. She was sick in game 1 of the playoffs, and for Cameron, she does have 8 runs scored this year. So a 2-out walk to Graziosi, and Brooklyn Cameron is in the run.
The old guy's back.
I said you went to go get your shawl.
Oh, thank you.
Your score sheet went away, and Jim Jones showing the hands of a middle infielder. Catches it and puts it back. Batting Sam Fasante now. 1 for 2 with a walk. A bunt single and a shot to second base. Made a nice play on her. Ball 1 high as Brooklyn Cameron running for Avery Graziosi has scored 8 runs, Paul, on the year.
And missed a playoff game with 104 fever.
Yeah.
Great to have her back.
Yes. 1-0 to Fasante. And a shot. It's twice she shot at the second base. And that'll do it for the top of the 8th inning. So in the 8th inning for Attleboro, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on base, and no earned runs. After 7.5 innings, we have a 4-4 game. We'll be back right after this with the bottom of the 8th inning on WARA and WARAradio.com.
Welcome back as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning, tied at 4.
Leading off for Central Catholic, number 3,
Central
Stella
Catholic
Clement.
will send up their 6, 7, 8 batters. Stella Clement has struck out a triple to right field and scored, reached on an error and scored. Looks at ball 1 high.
Yep, Clements, who came into the game 443 with a .524 on base percentage. 5 home runs on the year.
Second on the team with 35 RBIs. Fouled off to the right, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Fisted foul over the first base dugout.
4-4, bottom of the 8th inning. We have to start worrying about daylight.
8:19 sunset.
Takes something off that, just misses low and outside, 2-1. Much to the chagrin of the baseball players wearing blue up there.
Who are right behind home plate, acting as another umpire.
Lofted into right side. Catch is made by Magden, the second baseman. 1 up, 1 down. Boy.
Jenna with 128 pitches now through 7 1/3 innings.
And you look at back,
Number 8,
the
Kevin
base running by Clement in the
Delgado.
5th inning, reached on an error, went to second on a pass ball, and then scored on an error across the diamond. There's a shot
no.
deep to left field.
Oh.
Nita Sullivan makes the catch at center field as Delgado drives the ball about 223 feet. in this 225-foot center field here on UMass Dartmouth.
Ball that may have been out of Attleboro High School. We can't see exactly where the fence is, but we do know that
Number
Sullivan
13,
tracked
Megan
backwards
Maresca.
for it. And again, tracked it down, and maybe not her best catch, but how about her most important catch?
Called strike one to Megan Maresca, the senior center fielder. She's got a 1 for 3 today. Base hit to right field. Ground ball back to Callahan. Throws to first base. And we'll
After
head to
8
the
complete,
top of the ninth
The score is
inning.
tied 4-4.
Tied at 4 on AACS and WARA. Welcome back to AACS 96 Sports, 1320 WARA, WARAradio.com. We head to the top of the ninth inning. This game started at 6:09. It's now 8:06. Wow. Attleboro, 4 runs, 6 hits, 7 runners left on base, all 4 runs earned.
Leading off for Attleboro, number
Central
1,
Catholic,
Nina
4
Sullivan.
runs, 8 hits, 2 Attleboro errors, 8 runners left on base. 3 of their 4 runs are earned. Nina Sullivan's up. Wow. Yeah. Ball 1 low to Nina.
Nina coming in again, mentioned before, a 409 on base percentage in the playoffs, coming in with a 500 on base percentage. Really sees the ball well coming into the plate. Just missed that one.
Way up in the air, battling the wind. Second baseman Calderon makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down. Then we go to the top of the order with Jenna Callahan. Jenna's walked, stolen a base,
Number
and scored
3,
in the first.
Jenna Callahan.
Knocked in a run on a ground out in the second. Walked, stole a base, stranded a second in the fourth, and was the victim of a great catch in left field by O'Connell in the 7th. Left-handed batter. Shot to left, slicing, foul. And Jenna Callahan, 46 base hits on the year to lead the club, including 9 doubles, 3 triples, 4 homers.
Jenna was pretty psyched on that foul ball, so she was rounding second before
Wow.
she came home. Can you run that fastball?
I used to be able to. Fastball, hit to left field, and again the catch is made by O'Connell.
Last time it was a better catch by O'Connell.
Yep.
2 well-struck balls to left field, and that about 1 foul, 1 right to O'Connell for the second out of the inning. Well
Number
struck,
2,
but right at her.
Bennett.
2 outs on 4 pitches. Raina Bennett is now up. She's got a base hit to left field, stole a base, and scored a run in the first inning.
For Salerno, 134 pitches now through 8 2/3.
Ooh, high and inside, ball 1.
There has been 1 hit by a pitch in this game. Bodecker got hit right off the head.
Raina
Back
in the playoffs.
fourth.
Oh, sorry.
I was just saying in the 3rd inning. Sorry.
Raina in the playoffs, 455. Oh, there's a shot to center field, and a 6-pitch inning as the catch is made by Maresca. 2 pitches to all 3 Attleboro batters. We head to the bottom of the 9th inning in this MIAA Division I semifinal classic, tied at 4. Welcome back, Paul Healy, along with Kevin Callahan, Jim Jones, our engineer in charge, running our graphics. Want to thank all of our underwriters, D&M Pizza, Barrows Insurance in Attleboro since 1977, Butler Tire in North Attleboro, Falls AC, and Banquet Room on Stack Road in North Attleboro.
Been there.
W.H. Riley and Son in North Attleboro and Taunton, some pronounce it Taunton, and Claudino's Auto in Attleboro. Bottom of the 9th. How many pitches has Jenna thrown through 8?
Through 8 innings, 131 pitches.
And Central Catholic, yep.
I was going to say it's Salerno, 136 through 9.
Central Catholic will send
Leading
their
off for Central
9-1-2 batters to the
Number
plate in the
4,
bottom of the
Deja
9th, and
Pellerin.
sunlight becoming an issue.
Well, from an Attleboro point of view, I think you're hoping it does.
Yeah. Squaring to bunt. Foul as Jackie Fasante comes in from first base to field it in foul territory.
If you're just a fan of softball and you just here to see two good teams play, I think you came and you're thoroughly enjoyed.
Yes.
This has been an extraordinarily well-played game, well-pitched, well-coached.
Fastball missing the outside corner. 1-0.
The umpire motions to Jenna that ball was away.
Yep.
I thought it may have been up, but the umpire knows better because he's in that position.
Exactly. Low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Baseball team really getting behind Jenna now.
It's nice to see it. Recognize some of the seniors that are here as well. Great to see the support of seniors that graduated that haven't quit on their school yet.
Called strike. 2-2. Jeremy O'Hara's up there in the stands. He's heading to UMass Boston to continue his baseball career, so they'll be playing UMass Dartmouth.
Yeah, Johnny Pagano is a pitcher
that's
over
right.
at UMass Boston.
Called strike 3. And that's Jenna's, is that her 9th strikeout?
9th strikeout. Against just 2 walks.
Hold on.
Number 15.
It might be her
Madeline
10th.
Giuseppe.
Did I miss
Because
one?
the slip pitch was her 9th strikeout.
Oh, okay. I may have missed one.
1, 2, 3.
Ball 1
4,
to Estepi as you're counting the
5, 6,
strikeouts. Estepi is 0 for 3 with a walk.
9.
Stranded on second. It is her 9th.
Yep. Great leadoff hitter. Ground ball back to Jenna Callahan. Throws to first. 1-3. In the bottom of the 9th, this will bring up Megan Clements, the freshman third
Number
baseman, has
21,
walked, had a
Meg
base hit to
Clements.
right field, grounded out to second. And then with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th, the base hit to right field just beyond the diving second baseman, Kaylee Magnan.
Yeah, tipped off her glove, but I mean the effort, it was all there. I
Yep.
mean, she did well just to get a glove on it.
Missing low, ball 1, and then the next pitch, first pitch swing, Chloe Salerno, her first hit of the game, a 2-run homer to tie it at 4 in the bottom of the 7th.
When you come in hitting 608 and you haven't got a hit, and
Yep.
you got 9 home runs, well, you pick up your first hit and your 10th home run. Strike 1 to Clements.
1-1. Coach Stacy Chicolo in the third base coach's box. Missing low, 2 balls, 1 strike to Megan Clements, just a freshman.
Isn't that a song?
Yeah, we were only freshmen, or as my kids used to sing when we were little, we were just refreshments. Ball high.
Important here to get Clements with Salerno on deck. 2 outs, 3-1. Clements will look for something she can drive here. Good hitters count for her, 3-1.
Jenna asking for clarity on the count. Shot into right field on the run. Boddicker makes the catch on a
After
line
9
drive.
complete, the score is tied, 4-4.
Jenna's now returned, retired 8 straight as we head to the bottom of the 9th. Attleboro 4, Central Catholic 4.
Interesting call, though. Call coming up. You have to play a full 10th inning. Sun sets at 8:19.
Yeah.
It is 8:14. I mean, do you suspend? I mean, you can't win on a walk-off in the top of the 10th.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Lola Ronayne will lead off for the Bombardiers in the top of the 10th inning. Struck out in the first
They
for just
walked
the
her.
4th time all year. Intentional walk. Home run to right center in the 3rd inning. Flew out deep to right center in the 5th.
The
Walked
ultimate,
and stole a base in the 7th. Yep.
the ultimate sign of respect by walking the go-ahead run in not only extra innings, Paul, the 10th inning.
Yeah.
Put the go-ahead run on. She's already stolen second. Interesting call coming up. She's got the speed to steal second. It's an obvious bunting situation.
Yep.
You may want to hold off on the bunt and see if you can put Lola in motion again, maybe in a hit-and-run situation.
Yeah.
You get her down to second without giving up the out on the bunt. It'd be interesting to see what Coach Homer does. The conservative calls a straight bunt to get her down to second. The more aggressive
Number
is a
5,
hit and
Savannah
run.
Boddicker.
4-4, top of the 10th inning. Savannah Boddicker at the plate. She's reached beats once in 4 attempts, but Fielded by Salerno to first base in time. Moving to second is Lola Ronayne. 1 out. Sacrifice bunt for Savannah. Did her job.
No, Coach Homer doing doing the more conservative route. I'm not
Number
surprised.
23, Sophie Borges.
But now you got Sophie Borges, who's hitting the ball well lately. Interesting to see what they do here as well. Sophie's been hitting the ball so well, and Sophie's been an RBI machine here.
In the playoffs.
In the playoffs, especially with 7 RBIs.
A double, a triple, a home run. 7 runs knocked in, 4 runs scored. Actually, she's now got 9 RBIs in the playoffs. She
Yeah,
had 2 runs knocked in the first inning.
Correct.
And it's getting dark.
It is.
Called strike, nice pitch right at the knees.
Getting-
0-1 to Sophie.
It's getting late early.
Yogi Berra.
Thank you.
Nobody goes there anymore. It's too crowded.
Sophie Borges, senior, going to CCRI.
Fastball lined
on.
on the left field line, but foul. 0-2 is the count.
And Borges, hold on. That's who hit the ball. Ronayne was pretty much off on the pitch. Once she saw it was going to be over the
Yeah.
third baseman's head, she would have scored easily had that not gone foul. So rope by Borges, and Borges not afraid to hit on 0-2. That's when she hit her home run. That's when she hit a triple. She's
Right.
got 2 RBIs today with 2 strikes on her as well.
Chloe Salerno winds. Change up, swing and a miss. Took something off that beautiful pitch.
And Kaylee Magnan coming up to the plate. 6 RBIs in the playoffs.
Number 22, Caitlin
Now Attleboro
Magnan.
at an advantage that Ronayne will be off on contact.
Yeah. So 10 strikeouts, 4 walks now for Salerno. 4-4, top of the 10th. She checks the wristband, which will be illegal when I'm benevolent czar. Fastball inside, fouled off. 0-1, which is no criticism of Central Catholic. Oodles and oodles of schools. That's how they do it nowadays.
Right.
But I just believe sports are invented for players, not coaches.
That's just the way
me.
the game's
Yep.
evolved. You see it at all different levels.
And the counter argument is, well, coaches call the plays in football and nobody complains about it.
You do.
I do, because they didn't call. Paul Brown and Tom Landry ruined it for everyone by starting calling plays for the sideline. 0-2 on a swing and a miss to Kaylee Magnan.
Kaylee lined hard to left in her last at bat.
Salerno winds, missing outside 1 and 2. When I was 4'10", 83 pounds for an 8-1 Westboro Red Devils football team in 8th grade, I called most of my plays. That's just how we did it then. Again, games were invented for players, not coaches. Swing and a miss on a pitch low in the zone. Nice play by Salerno, and my score sheet is out of room. Only has room for 10 innings, and are we going to play the bottom of the 10th with this darkness? And Coach Homer talking to the home plate umpire. We'll be right.
I'm not 100% sure, Paul, but I think if you start an inning, you almost have to finish the inning. That's why I question whether they should even start the inning. I think you're going to see them play this half of the inning. Then there'll be a serious conversation, as opposed to a non-serious conversation.
You mean ones like we have?
Yes.
We'll be right back. Welcome back.
Leading off at Central Catholic, number 25, Chloe Salerno.
Bottom of the 10th inning. Tied at 4. Central Catholic 22-0. We're 2 outs away from being knocked out of this playoffs before Chloe Salerno's 2-run homer in the bottom of the 7th kept us going. Looks like ball 1 high and inside.
Chloe, 1 for 4, but like you mentioned in her last event, home run to left, going opposite field with the power over Borges' head.
10 home runs now on the year. 2-0. She's ahead.
Jenna pitching her a little bit more carefully, 2-0. You saw Central Catholic walk Lola Ronayne to start the inning. Attleboro choosing not to walk Salerno.
Called strike inside corner. I should wait for the home plate umpire, but we both agreed. Called strike.
It wouldn't be the first time that we've overruled the umpire or called the pitch before the umpire. 2-1 to Salerno.
Ground ball, slowly hit to Fasante. Has to hustle to first. Gets there in time. 3 unassisted.
Stepping up as Emily Gach with an infield single on the day.
Number 28,
Someone-
Emily Guck.
She lined out to Borges in her last at bat on a nice catch by Borges.
Oh, I have a
Was that-
big star.
Okay, I was just going to say, was that the diving catch?
Yes.
As she was coming into her right.
Ground ball, foul. 0-1 is the count. So, Jim, if this game is suspended, do we leave the equipment here in the van and I drive you back to Attleboro? That was an awful lot of work looking in here before we got the flat tire in the van on Route 195 driving down. Metal in the road. Called strike outside edge, 0-2 to Emily Gach, the outstanding senior first baseman.
1 out, bottom of the 10th, 4-4 on the campus of UMass Dartmouth. Callahan has Gach up 0-2.
Change up, Bissing outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
As the wind picks up yet again.
Yeah, Emily's knocked in 26 runs, scored 26 runs on the year. Fouls it back to stay alive. Count remains 1-2. Also has a homer on the year with 6 doubles. I'm certifiably chilly.
Certifiably.
Certifiably.
Okay, Jim, can you get that certification printed out for Paul? He's certifiably chilly.
Change up. Foul ball down the left field on Graziosi across the diamond. Count will remain 1-2. Good bit of hitting by the junior, Emily Gach.
Yeah, especially on the changeup, Paul. She was a little bit out in front of it, but wasting a 1-2 pitch might have been ball 2. But again, how many times have we said you just can't take that chance for 2 strikes? First baseman looks, slip pitch.
Slip pitch, called strike.
For her 10th strikeout of the game, 2 on the slip pitch. And both times the Central Catholic players have gone off with their hands on their head. They've never seen such a pitch. And stepping up is Ella McConnell. McConnell 1 for 4 on the day. She has a base hit to left.
That's the 11th strikeout. She did have 10 coming in.
Oh, okay, nice. Ball high.
Ball high to Ella O'Connell. She was retired on a slip pitch to end the bottom of the 7th inning. Missing outside, 2-0. And again, Jenna's sophomore year against King Philip in the playoffs. Twice through that slip pitch for strikes that would have ended the inning. Umpire refused to call it, said this isn't slow pitch.
I got another funny story on
But
that.
we said yes, but it was a strike. Called strike on the outside edge. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Not in high school ball, but in club ball, I had an umpire say to me, but it's deceptive.
So is a changeup.
So is a changeup, so is a slider, curveball, any knuckleball. I mean, yeah.
Fastball, ground ball to Magnan. Fields it at second, throws to Fasante. 4-3 if you're scoring at home. We are
After
through
10
10
complete,
innings,
ties
and
game
we're
is
still
tied,
tied at
4-4.
4, and I can't imagine they're going to continue in this darkness.
I don't think you can, Paul. I mean,
Home plate umpire is talking to the Central Catholic head coach, Stacy Chicolo.
because you have to play the whole 11th inning. I don't see how you play this whole inning in darkness. Sun sets at 8:19. The time is 8:25. It's going to be after 8:30 before Central Catholic comes to the plate. I don't know what the ruling is, but
They're calling the base umpires in to discuss this.
well, it's obviously a major decision, and there's 2 games being played here tomorrow that begin at 3:30.
Yeah.
My thought, and no one's asking me my opinion, you have to get
That's
this
all
game
we have to
completed.
hear from Kevin.
Is you would have to complete this game tomorrow, but I don't know what the ruling is. What's
Or
that?
Thursday.
You could wait till Thursday. I doubt they would do that because the championships are on Friday or Saturday, and no one knows for sure where.
They're talking to the MIAA representatives. Attleboro.
And obviously, this takes more time away.
Yeah, really, where they could be playing.
If that ends up ultimately being the decision, they're truly waiting.
Attleboro has 4 runs.
And now athletic director Mark Poole joined out. We don't know who the Central Catholic representation is. I think, Paul, they're actually making a decision right now of when and how and where they're going to continue this game in the 11th inning.
Yeah, Attleboro hitless in the 3 extra innings. Central Catholic hitless in the 3 extra innings. Attleboro has 4 runs on 6 hits, no Central Catholic errors, 7 runners left on base, all 4 Attleboro runs earned. Central Catholic 4 runs on 8 hits, 2 Attleboro errors, 8 runners left on base for the Raiders, 3 of their 4 runs earned.
It's been an unbelievable game. I mean, it's a Final Four game. You had the game in front of us, granted, was Division III, so not a different division than the Taunton-Shrewsbury game coming up tomorrow. But this is what you want in a playoff game, 4-4. 3 extra innings so far. Just an absolute incredible game. Obviously, this game cannot continue now. They've just taken 5 minutes to discuss whether or not it's going to happen again. If it was me, I would say 2 o'clock continue the game, in the theory that it wouldn't take any longer than a half an hour, 45 minutes. Or they're gonna have to move it to a day that you have to move it to Thursday. It would have to be Thursday. So different conversations.
Yes, finals are Saturday and Sunday at Worcester State.
Friday and Saturday, yeah, so it has to be done by Thursday so they can have the final set.
Oh,
what's up?
Fian was ahead 4-0 after 2 innings.
Oh, my phone's on like 5%.
Listening on girl's phone while watching here. Huh. I don't know who that's from. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Hey, Jim.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you. So we're tied at 4. Suspended game tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
Tonight's state semifinal has been a halted game. The game will be resumed tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
Wow.
1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Both teams should be extraordinarily proud when this game resumes. It will be the top of the 11th. With Avery Graziosi, Sam Facente, and Nina Sullivan coming up to bat for Attleboro in the top of the 11th. This game goes to 11.
Yes. Yes.
Or more. So.
All right, so, boy, Attleboro with a 4-2 lead going into the bottom of the 7th. Central Catholic keeps it alive with a 2-run home run by Chloe Salerno. And we will see you, I guess, tomorrow at 1 o'clock. I'm Paul Healy. He's Kevin Callahan. Jim Jones is our engineer in charge. Thank you so much for joining us on AACS and 1320 WAR. Nailed the dramatic pause. Good afternoon and welcome to this WARA 1320 AM special sports broadcast. As the continuation of last night's suspended game, the Attleboro Blue Bombardiers, ranked number 3 in Division I against undefeated 22-0 Central Catholic out of Lawrence, Mass, ranked number 2 in Division I. This game started last night at 6:09 p.m. It was supposed to start at 5:30. Went until the well, it got too dark to play. It's 8:38 last night. The game was suspended after 10 innings. Tied at 4. We'll begin in the top of the 11th today. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. Jim Jones, our engineer in charge, running our graphic. Hey, Kevin.
Hey, Paul. How are you? It's been a long time since we've seen each other.
Yeah, I got one piece of advice for you. I'm not anti-Burger King. I'm a Burger King fan, actually.
Okay.
I would not recommend getting a bacon double cheeseburger at 9:30 at night. Driving home. That did not sit well with the stomach and intestines.
I may not be in the best shape of the world, but fast food and I just don't happen, believe it or not. So it's okay. I'll take your advice. I will not eat Burger King at 9:30. Nothing against the fine people at Burger King, of course.
Well, chicken or fish might have been okay, but the bacon double cheeseburger that late just didn't sit well with the kid.
It doesn't sit well in my mind right now, just thinking about it. But anyway.
Attleboro ran out to a 4-0 lead yesterday. Battling back was Central Catholic to tie it up at 4. A 2-run homer in the bottom of the 7th inning with 1 out by Chloe Salerno, Central Catholic's outstanding junior pitcher and batter, her 10th home run of the year. That tied it at 4. And then neither team had a hit in innings 8, 9, or 10 before the darkness set in. As George Harrison said, beware the darkness.
Yeah, there was a couple of base runners, either by walk or intentional walk.
Yep.
But that no hits in the last 3 innings as both pitchers, for lack of a better term, settled down.
Yeah.
But both pitchers were great through 7 innings, even in a 4-4 game. And both pitchers should be very proud of themselves going to 10 innings. And my understanding is both are coming back out for the 11th inning.
Yep, for Central Catholic, they had 4 runs on 8 hits, 2 Attleboro errors. The Raiders left 8 runners on base. 3 of their 4 runs were earned. Attleboro had 4 runs on 6 hits, no Raider errors, 7 runners left on base. I had all 4 runs earned.
Yeah, I had all 4 runs earned. You can make an argument on Sam Fasante's bunt single. It was an absolutely perfect bunt. We both felt, and we're right down the first base line, that she was going to beat that ball out.
Yeah.
So we both gave it a hit. I could potentially see that argument for 2 unearned runs, but not 3.
Yeah.
Because one was on a home run and one was on, and 2 came in off on a ground ball.
Sophie Borges doubled to right field.
Right. So I guess you could say those 2, but not the other 2. But either way, it doesn't matter. That's just splitting hairs.
Give us the full pitching stats for both Attleboro's Jenna Callahan and Central Catholic's Chloe Salerno.
We'll start with Salerno because she's about to start. Make sure we have enough time. In 10 innings, first of all, she's throwing 144 pitches. In those 10 innings, 6 hits, 12 strikeouts, 6 walks, a hit by pitch, 4 runs, 4 earned. For Jenna, in her 10 innings, 157 pitches. In her 10 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 11 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Amazingly the same.
Number 18, Avery.
Yep.
Graziosi.
Yep.
So now batting in the top of the 11th is Avery Graziosi, who's 1 for 3, a double, a run, and a walk in this game.
And this game starting 8 minutes early at 12:52. She looks at ball 1 from Salerno.
Interesting storyline, Paul, as if the game wasn't interesting enough. In the 11th inning, we have a brand new umpiring crew.
That's right. So different strike zones. Call strike on the low outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike to Avery. And again, yesterday, Avery, as Kevin said, 1 for 4, base hit to a double to deep center field and scored a run. Ball high.
Average up to 291 now, and 1 for 3 yesterday because she had the double, a run scored, and a walk as well.
210 feet down the lines here, 225 feet to center field, a 6-foot-high fence. There's a shot to center field deep, going back to make the catch. Maresca for Central Catholic.
Well struck by Graziosi as the wind picked up. Looked like going by the flagpole. Looks like the wind might be blowing in and to right this time.
Yeah, it shifted.
Yesterday it was blowing to from right to left, we think.
Yep.
Judging by the flags.
By the way, Megan Maresca, she's heading to St. Anselm's College this fall to begin her college career. This brings up Sam Fasante, the junior designated player. First pitch swinging, base hit into right field. Fielded by the right fielder Stella Clemens, and Attleboro has a runner on, 1 out in the top of the 11th, 4-4.
And Sam came in 1 for 3 with a walk and 2 hard outs to the second baseman yesterday that were rockets right at it. That one also hit hard to the right side, just past the second baseman, Calderon.
Yep.
Bring up Nina Sullivan right now. Let's see if we have a bunt on with 1 out, trying to get a runner in scoring position.
Squares to bunt down the third base line. Charging is Megan Clements. Gets the out at first base, but that's a sacrifice bunt for Nina. 5-3 if you're scoring at home.
And why wouldn't you be?
So 2 outs, runner in scoring position for Jenna Callahan.
Number 3.
All-time Attleboro career leader in base hits.
Yeah, in the game, 0 for 3, 2 walks, 2 stolen bases, a run scored, and an RBI. Her last 2 at-bats really hit the ball hard, but right at the left fielder, O'Connell.
Yep.
I told her when she got home last night, don't do that.
Yeah. Fastball fouled off to the left, 0-1. Jenna, a left-handed batter, came in to this game yesterday hitting .575 on the year, 46 hits and 80 at-bats, 9 doubles, 3 triples, 4 homers, 22 runs knocked in, 39 runs scored. Remarkably similar statistics to Bella Bork, the Gatorade Player of the Year. Fouls that off to the left, 0-2 to Jenna.
0-2, yeah, exactly. And the good, the interesting part now is 0-2 in different parts of the game. They've seen Salerno, so it might be tough in both teams actually to get necessarily fooled.
Yeah.
Because you've seen the assortment of pitches.
Left-handed batter close to the plate. High, ball 1-2 as she does not chase.
Tempted but did not go. So 1-2. Fasante will be off on contact. And I'm sure Coach Homer's been aggressive on the bases. So if any ball does get the outfield, look for him to send her home.
Oh, there's a shot to left center field, deep. Home run!
No.
Oh, no, off the wall. Off the wall. Red scores. An RBI double for Jenna Callahan off the wall in left center field. And Attleboro has a 5-4 lead in the top of the 11th. Talking to Coach Mark Homer before the game, he was saying he was really hoping to get a run in the very first inning of play today.
Yeah, put a little bit of pressure on Central Catholic as well, because again, Central Catholic, you don't count them out there, averaging over 13.5 runs a game. Credit to Attleboro's pitching and defense to hold them to 4 through 10 innings. But again, in this game, Paul, you cannot score enough. Now batting Raina Bennett.
Freshman catcher, off the glove of the third baseman, Clement.
I mean, I'm going to have to go with an error. That is an absolute rocket, Paul, but it was in her glove.
Okay.
And it'll be, you agree?
Yep.
You know how you say okay like a disappointed mother there. So it's tough for me to get a read on you. That was an absolute rocket. It was in her glove and would have been a very nice catch on a hard hit ball. Yep. And Bennett takes second.
Well, and again, she was playing in.
Right.
So that was, I mean, she was about 45 feet away on a screaming line drive.
Now, Ronane's been walked twice and has been now walked a third time on no pitches. Bringing up Savannah Bodecker, and Bodecker's had an unbelievable playoff. 778 with a double, 5 RBIs, 8 runs scored. She does have a sack, a walk, and has been hit by a pitch in this game.
And Savannah Bodecker in the cleanup spot, right-handed batter against the right-handed Chloe Salerno, who checks her wristband for the pitch call from the dugout. Foul off her left leg, 0-1. That's going to smart.
That'll leave a mark. For Jenna, that's her 10th double of the year and 24th RBI. And for Sam Fasante, that is run scored number 9. Niner.
Was there a niner in there?
Yes.
0-1 to Savannah Bodecker. Ball
off the high heat.
Younger sister of Lily, Josh, and Alex.
Bennett with a very aggressive secondary lead at second base. Again, like in the Callahan situation, any ball that makes it to the outfield, look for Coach Homer to be aggressive, sending Bennett.
Here comes the 1-1 pitch.
Fouled
to the left. Well hit, but foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Bodecker.
And as mentioned yesterday, Paul, very deep backstop here, and it has not come into play yet, but any pass ball, wild pitch, look for Callahan to be off to try to score the second run of the inning.
It did come into play in the Division III semifinal, Apponequet Dighton Rehoboth yesterday. Just missing outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good eye for Savannah.
That's a borderline pitch there. Might have been a little low or maybe a little bit out. What do you think, a little low? Okay.
Actually, I was more outside, but whatever.
That's why I asked.
Ground ball fielded by Megan Clement at third. Throws it across the diamond, 5-3, but the Bombardiers take the lead. 1 run on 2 hits. 1 Central Catholic error, their first in 11 innings of play, and Attleboro leaves 3 runners on base, but they lead 5-4 as we head to the bottom of the 11th inning on AACS and 1320 WAR. Nailed the dramatic pause. Welcome back. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin. That's going to leave Mark Callahan as we get ready for the bottom of the 11th inning. Attleboro leading 5-4 in this game, suspended from last night after 10 innings due to darkness.
Yeah, tough. It's interesting because both teams, you have to reset, and it's a weird mindset, Paul. You're not gearing up for 7 innings. You don't even know what you're gearing up for mentally. You know, Avery Graziosi is not your prototypical leadoff hitter.
Right.
And I'm assuming neither is Stella Clements when Madeline Estepi has been all year long. So it's a different mindset. You feel like you're leading off, and for Central Catholic, they feel like they're leading off the bottom of the first, but yet it's the bottom of the 11th.
Stella Clements, number 6 in the order, but one of the top hitters for the Central Catholic Raiders. She struck out yesterday, had a triple to right field and scored, reached on an error and scored. in the game as well. And coming into yesterday's game, a .443 average, 38 runs scored, 35 knocked in, 8 doubles, a triple, 5 home runs.
Again, from an Attleboro point of view, Jenna, you take a deep breath, and then you just pitch your game.
Outside on a breaking ball, 1-0 to Stella Clement, the junior.
2-0. First pitch was high.
Oh, sorry.
One. So
Thank you.
2-0. Clement says, you mentioned 1 for 4, the triple, today, this game,
Yeah.
with 2 runs scored.
Fouled off to the right out of play. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Are you going to make me responsible for the balls down the right field line? Because we switched positions.
Yes.
I'm on your left now.
Yeah.
So again, I can see the foul pole just about. So if I lose Savannah Bodecker or the Central Catholic's right field, I know it's foul.
Yes. To him. Ground ball slowly hit to Graziosi at third. The sophomore across the diamond in time. 5-3 if you're scoring at home.
You really should be.
A 5-4 Attleboro, top of the 11th of this suspended game. And here comes the junior catcher, an outstanding receiver, Gabby Delgado.
Yeah, she's had a great season. Again, her average 355 as well. And on this game, 1 for 4 with an RBI as well.
So she has 29 runs knocked in on the year, 23 runs scored.
Yes.
5 doubles, 2 triples, 2 homers. Called strike 1. What kind of pitch was that?
It looked like a bit of a rise as well as it hit the outside corner. Again, I thought Jenna, I thought both pitchers did very well yesterday, hitting their spots and mixing their pitches.
Yep. Just a bit outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nice job. Raina Bennett is the freshman catcher. Graziosi, the sophomore, at third. Junior Lolo Ronan headed to UMass Amherst is at short. Sophomore Kaylee Megan at second. Junior Jackie Fisante at first. We'll give you the outfield in a minute. Fastball fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
So, and I'm sorry, right before you get into the outfield, this is where it's interesting with an umpiring crew. Yesterday, Jenna threw a slip pitch twice.
Yeah.
And the umpire knew the rule and called it and explained the rule to the other coach of Central Catholic. This umpire, we've seen it not called.
Sophie Borges, the senior in left. Nina Sullivan in center field. Outstanding range. Bodecker in right. Ground ball. Base hit into right field. Fielded by Sullivan. So the tying run is on with 1 out here in the bottom of the 11th. 5-4 Attleboro.
For Delgado, her second hit of the game, and she's now 2 for 5. Bringing up the center fielder, Megan Mineska, as you heard our PA announcer.
Yeah, and Megan again heading to St. Anselm's. The other senior on the roster, Ella O'Connell, she's heading to Indiana.
Wow. Goes for the bunt.
And missing. Ball mishandled by Bennett, but pounces on it quickly to keep the runner at first. 0-1 to Maresca.
Delgado, she got an aggressive secondary lead, but she was not running on the pitch. And when Bennett bobbled it, she took an extra step, but wisely held because I think Bennett would have been able to throw her out.
Foul tip on the bunt by Maresca. She's up in the box. It's 0-2 now.
Interesting call coming up now, 0-2. As most people know, a foul ball on the bunt would result in a strikeout. So a lot of time coaches take off the bunt. Graziosi, the third baseman, still playing in, and so is it Fisante. We'll see if they back up a couple steps, but they're still expecting the bunt right now for Attleboro. And she does. She goes after it.
Fielded by the first baseman, Fisante, to Kaylee Magnum at first base for the out. Throwback to second. Delgado back safe. So
3-4.
Did Jenna field that? Or
no, Jackie Fisante did. So it was
that's
3-4.
2 outs.
Paul, and again, they kept the bunt on with 2 strikes. You just don't see it too often. The risk of a foul ball is so great that it could be a strike 3, but they really wanted the bunt down.
Central Catholic is coached by Stacy Ciccolo.
And do we have a pinch hitter?
Talking to the umpire, Stacy played her high school ball at Tewksbury, then played collegiately at Bentley. She's been the head coach at Central Catholic for 22 years. I said to her before the game, 22 years without a promotion? She said, yeah, barely a pay raise.
Okay, we have a courtesy runner for the catcher. And for Grace Kelly, Paul, and there's something very interesting about her. She's 2 for 4 in the year, Kelly.
Yeah.
She scored 8 runs. You think she's in there to do a job?
The number 9 batter, DeJalise Calderon, the second baseman, is up. Looking for her first hit in this game, although in the 6th inning of yesterday's game, she flew out deep to center field. The ball tracked down by Nina Sullivan, outstanding defensive center fielder. We're contractually obligated to refer to her as the greatest center fielder in Attleboro softball history. And this is the most successful Attleboro team in the history of the program. Their first time in the D1 semifinals. Central Catholic has been to the semifinals 3 times in the last 4 years. Called strike on the outside corner to Calderon. 5-4 Attleboro. 2 outs. Bottom of the 11th inning. Runner in scoring position at second base and Grace Kelly.
Magnan doing a nice job of getting back to second base and back up the play. Ooh, the fans wanted that to be a strike. Not 100% sure where that missed. Maybe just out. I don't think it was too high. So
1 ball, 1 strike.
Yep. Great minds, Paul, saying the count at the same time.
Jinx. Called strike on the corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jenna Callahan, who'll be playing collegiately right here at UMass Dartmouth next fall.
Gets the opportunity to get 2 games in all 2 days.
Just missing outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. She'll join Lily Ruthier, who's a junior.
Yes, she will.
Fouled back off the top of the backstop by Calderon. Outstanding receiver. By the way, the other senior, Emily Gawk, one of only 2 returning starters for Central Catholic from last year with Chloe Salerno, has not picked a college yet.
Interesting. Should probably get her choices, that's for sure.
Breaking ball, ooh, just outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Assistant coach Kevin Nicoforo in the first base coach's box. Here it comes, full count. High in the zone, ball 4. Runners on first and second, top of the order coming up. Boy.
Got my pen back. It's right behind you.
Oh.
Sorry. Attleboro with the opportunity now to use their forces at third, second, and first right now with Kelly on second base and now Calderon on first for Madeline Estepi. 0-for-4 with a walk, and playing a tremendous shortstop and having an absolute tremendous season. Hitting .344, has worked 25 walks on the season, which is absolutely incredible in its own right.
Central Catholic players all meeting with head coach Stacy Chicolo. Attleboro coached by Mark Homer in his 11th year. Michaela Lynch has been with them all 11 years as well. If we have time, we'll get to the rest of the staff. So back to the top of the order. Estrada looking, she has a walk in this game. Estebi, yes. Called strike, outside corner. 0-1 to Estebi. As Kevin mentioned, hit .360 on the year. 39 runs scored, 28 knocked in. Outside, 1-1 to the leadoff hitter.
And this is, again, there's a pitcher that I think Jenna was getting yesterday with yesterday's umpiring crew on the black, on the outside corner, forcing her to bring it in just a bit. Now you're at the top of the order. We'll see how that plays out.
5-4 Attleboro. Fouled off in the box. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 11th inning. Continuation of a suspended game from yesterday, tied at 4 after 10.
We'll see if there's any sort of changeup coming in right now. And I don't know if it's the right time because they might be prepared for any slip pitch. We'll see. But 1-2, and we'll see what happens.
Fastball, ground ball, foul. Past the first base. Coach's box count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes to Madeline Estebi, the sophomore shortstop.
And should we mention that Jackie Fasante playing very close to the line. So any ball that gets past her on the left, there's a very good chance it'll go foul. Unless it hits the base, of course.
In the playoff win against Peabody, Estebi went 4 for 5, including a bases loaded double. Popped up to second base, 1 hop.
Sorry.
To Jackie Facente to record the out, and Attleboro wins in the 11th inning.
And we got it right
5-4.
with 3 outs.
What?
And we got the call right with 3 outs.
So Attleboro will move to their first Division I final this weekend against the winner of the Taunton Tigers of the Hockomock League and the Shrewsbury Colonials from the Midland Wachusett League. Well, we were here for more than 2 hours last night, and that didn't take long today. Game started at 12:42. It's over at 1:11.
Trying to contain my excitement, Paul. As, my daughter was a winning pitcher and got the game-winning RBI, and it's been a long 12 hours from our point of view, but I could not be prouder going to the championship game for Attleboro.
Of Jenna, the fellow seniors, Sophie Borges and Nina Sullivan and the rest of the Attleboro squad, the deepest team Coach Mark Homer has ever had, 1 through 9 in the lineup. 10 years ago in Mark Homer's second year, this team was 2-18, and now they're heading to their first D1 final in the history of the program. Congratulations to Central Catholic. Your heart has to break a little bit for them. 22-0 coming into this game. They've been on the road. Getting home today, they'll have been on the road for more than 10 hours on their 2 trips from Lawrence down here to Dartmouth, Massachusetts.
And they got a hell of a team, Paul, and an unbelievable future. You said just 2 graduating, just 2 returning players and 2. Go ahead.
Just 2 returning players, starters this year.
Yes.
Only 3 seniors on the roster.
Incredible. So their future is so extremely bright. But right now the story belongs to, and you know I'm a Hockomock League snob.
Yes.
And we have a Hockomock team guaranteed to be in the championship. And will they face another Hockomock League team as Taunton gets ready to play Shrewsbury, ironically, at 5:30, and who knows, maybe 1 o'clock tomorrow. As well, if the game gets continued, as that's a 1 versus 4 game at 5:30 as well. But but the Attleboro players and coaches are just celebrating right now. And Paul, what time did this game start?
It started at 12:52.
And ended about 1:10.
Ended at 1:11. 19 minutes later, the game was over.
That's 19 minutes of my personal life. I hate to make this personalizing too much, but no, Attleboro's never made it this far.
I share no genetic material with Jenna Callahan, the winning pitcher and the game-winning RBI. Central Catholic ends the 11th inning with 4 runs on 9 hits. 2 Attleboro errors, 9 runners left on base for the Raiders. 3 of their 4 runs were earned. Attleboro ends up 5 runs on 8 hits, 1 Central Catholic error, 10 runners left on base for Attleboro, and all 5 of their runs were earned. Wow.
And,
what an incredible comeback.
Attleboro, it's, they give up a 4-0 lead yesterday. Some non-clean play. Way to go, Nina Sullivan.
Congratulations,
Sophie Borges, the seniors coming over. They can't get out. They can't finish their senior year of high school, even though they graduated. So it continues as Attleboro improves to 18-6 on the year. Central Catholic does drop to 22-1, but incredible game. Did not get down after losing a 4-0 lead yesterday. Played even better pitching and defensively. And
there come the Attleboro girls celebrating with their fans as they get ready to head to their first Division I final. That'll be at Worcester State College on either Saturday the 13th or Sunday the 14th. And we'll be there as well.
Yes, you have a tough decision to make, right?
I do not have a tough decision to make. I'll be calling the game for AACS and WARA Radio and FHS. They'll make accommodations to find someone else to call the game.
And who are they?
National Federation of High School Sports. Unbelievable. Hugs all around. Again, all the credit in the world to Central Catholic on a great season. Your heart breaks a little bit for them, but for the Bombardier fans, what a magical moment.
I can't remember the last Attleboro team to compete for a state championship in the major sports. I know that track team is incredible.
Yeah.
But you get into football, baseball, softball, the basketball teams, the soccer teams, the lacrosse, field hockey teams. I can't remember the last one to compete for a state championship, and kudos to this Attleboro team that could possibly do, I don't think, since 1998, win a state championship.
Yeah.
So, and that was in basketball. So, first softball team to advance to the Final Four, and the first softball team ever to advance to the MIAA Division I State Championship. And I'm so thankful to Jim and you for allowing me to be a part of this crew, as we know, the last 10 years.
Well, Kevin, your work isn't done today, as our van got a two flat tires on the way down today.
No Dartmouth curse today, Jim.
Since you're the youngest of the 3 of us, you'll be helping change that tire.
Yeah.
Congratulations. There it is. A big win for Attleboro. 19 minutes is all it took.
Hi! Is Mom here?
I think so. I hope so.
Jenna asking for her mother. Congratulations, Jenna.
Thank you.
Coach Mark Homer, I was talking to Mark before the game, And once he was done talking about how disappointed he is in his son, Greg, and how much he loves the apple of his eye, Brianna, his wonderful daughter, he was saying, we've got to score in the first or second inning. The longer this game goes, the more it's the Central Catholic's advantage.
And that's exactly what happened yesterday, Paul, as Attleboro built a 4-0 lead, and then Salerno pretty much started shutting them down, and well coached, well pitched, and then slowly Central Catholic started getting a run here, a run there, and then 2 in the bottom of the 7th.
The home run by
did
Salerno.
not break the heart, though, of Attleboro.
Right.
They continued to battle, which is so key.
In the 8th inning, Graziosi on a 2-1 pitch flew out to deep to center field. Sam Fasante with a base hit to right field. Nina Sullivan, a sacrifice bunt, moving Jenna Callahan. Moving Fasante into second base, and then Jenna Callahan was down 0-2, and then on a 1-2 pitch, laced a double off the wall in left center field for the game-winning RBI. Raina Bennett followed, reaching on an E5. An intentional walk to Lola Ronayne. She of 34 career home runs, 44 RBIs this year, 55 last year. She's a UMass Amherst commit as just a junior. And then Savannah Bodica ground out to third base on a 2-2 pitch. In the bottom of the 5th, Stella Clemens ground out to third. A base hit to right center field by the outstanding catcher Gabby Delgado on a 1-2 pitch. Megan Carrera on 2 strikes had a sacrifice bunt fielded by Jackie Fasante flawlessly, threw it to the second baseman Magnum, covering second for the second out, but that moved Delgado into scoring position at second base. Grace Kelly came in to run for her. A walk to the number 9 batter, DeJalise Calderon, and then on a 1-2 pitch to Madeline Estepe, the outstanding sophomore. She ground to Magnan at second base, actually blooped the ball on 1 hop to Magnan at second base, threw to Jackie Fasante for the final out, and Kevin is still beaming.
Beaming. I'd like to give a call to Jason Gittle listening up in Maine, Matt Callahan, and Buddy Ben Shart in Houston, Texas. From corner to corner, all over the United States, to Prudence Island, we're everywhere. Everyone's listening. Thank you all if you couldn't make it for listening. Yes, I am beaming.
Yes, Papa Tom Hool
Papa
was
Hool,
tuning
of course.
In. The Bodecker's grandmother, Lori, was listening in.
Yes.
High as she's jumped off the couch in a very long time.
Absolutely.
So we're waiting for the...
Is there a presentation?
Mark Homer now talking to the reporters.
Do you want me to check?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, we're going to run a commercial while Kevin checks that out. Attleboro wins the suspended game in the through 11 innings. Played more than 2 hours yesterday before the game was called for darkness. Just 19 minutes to get through the 11th inning today. Attleboro wins 5-4. We'll be right back.
Thank you to Barrows Insurance for sponsoring programming on WARA 1320 AM. Barrows Insurance, a third-generation agency, has been proudly serving southeastern Massachusetts since 1977. They pride themselves on their relationship with clients, helping them find coverage to fit their needs. Barrows has access to insurance carriers across New England and the U.S. They'll get you coverage on everything from cars and homes to businesses. You can contact Barrows Insurance at 508-339-7260 or visit them online at barrowsins.com.
Well, they're rocking out in the background. Attleboro wins 5-4. Kevin, I'll give you the final word.
Just an incredible game, an incredible team going to their first MIAA state championship to take on the winner of Taunton versus Shrewsbury. We're not 100% sure of the day yet, but we do know Worcester State
and next weekend.
College, so we're absolutely thrilled for Attleboro on a personal level. Thank you if you're listening from Central Catholic. We appreciate it. You just got to understand my bias towards Attleboro, so I do apologize, but I just couldn't be prouder, and for my daughter.
Yeah, yep.
So.
But again, Mark Homer, he's had teams with players like Jenna Callahan or Lola Ronayne. Lola Ronayne, 4 home runs as a sophomore, as a freshman, 17 as a sophomore, 14 more this year as a junior. But Mark Homer has never had a team this deep, 1 through 9. All of them are threatening the batter's box.
And I'll go even deeper, 1 through 11, as we saw Sam Fasante getting her first start in the playoffs, a 300 hitter in her own right, subbing in for Abby Freeze, a 300 hitter in her own right. It was just a gut feeling there, and Sam Fasante with 2 hits, a bunt single, and a base hit to right center in this game as well, who ended up scoring the winning run, I believe, Sam Fasante, in the top of the 11th inning.
Absolutely.
There it is.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to get back to our regularly scheduled programming, adult contemporary music throughout the afternoon. John Davis is off today. Thank you, John, for stepping aside for this. Tonight at 8 o'clock, Old Time Classic Radio Showcase. And then Wake Up with Dominic, 6 to 9 a.m. every weekday morning, followed by my show, Pontificating with Paul and the Proletariat, 9 till noon, Monday through Friday. Anything but average ADD radio. When the show is good, it's very good. When it's bad, it's utter drivel. But at least it's never average. Congratulations to the Attleboro Blue Bombardiers.